Power, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Makabadash.
Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the faithful. It's a blessing to say you the whole way. Yours in the gospel of God, lifting up the standard of the power by the Yahushua, wherever we may be. This is another week out here in Babylon, aka America, aka hell, prophesying the downfall of the so-called white people, which is known as the biblical Edomites, saying that you're going down here into slavery, and that the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American man, who you deem as heathens and peasants, are going to rise up to power over you, man. All right, because you had this whole government shutdown that lasted 34 days. They're talking about another shutdown, which in the spirit could very much well bring in Jacob's trouble. All right, because you people out here, you have no notion of the times that we're living in, because you can get up, you can go to work, you know, you can hop in your vehicle, you can go to the store and buy liquor, go to the club, you think that you're in good straight. But America's going down, it's declining as an empire. And with that, is because the one thing America getting ready to come out of the IMF. All right, and Russia basically stated that they don't want no dealings with America, man, because how can you put a patent on our nuclear programs when you have some? So the other nations are pissed, man. So that's another step to let you know that an empire is collapsing, because for the simple fact that joint partnerships are breaking up. All right, so brothers, anybody got any scriptures? Somebody can give me the book of Revelation, the 16th chapter, man. It goes into the great river Euphrates being dried up, that he may prepare the way for the kings of the east. Right? Because, hey, you know, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, you're the Israelites of the Bible. You got to give it the program. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to have this luxury or quote-unquote luxury every week to walk down here to Westport and get your liter bottles and your pictures and all that other stuff and hop on women that got other men. You're not going to be able to do that too much time longer. Because this place is declining, man. And the so-called white man, hey, he's mad because he's being exposed. All these devils out here watch CNN, they know who we are. You know, and that's why they walk by looking at us funny, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
So what's that, 16? Revelation 16 and verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Right, it said that the waters were dried up, because metaphorically that's going into these peace treaties, man. All right, because you got on the eastern side of the Euphrates, you got the eastern bloc, Russia, China, Iran, Syria, these different nations that's not in alliance with America. But on the other side, you got America and its allies, NATO and the EU. All right, and the scriptures say that it may be dried up, so the kings of the east may be prepared war, but paraphrasing. Because once these policies run dry, and once everybody kind of get America out of the proverbial closet to exposing them and getting their own superpower and they're developing their nuclear weapons, hey, they're going to come against this place. Because my thing is, if you got nuclear missiles and I got nuclear missiles, you can't bully me no more. It's just a matter of who's going to hit the first strike, or who's going to strike first. Okay, go ahead.
13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Right, man, and it just breaks itself down, because the three unclean spirits being these Edomites, being Britain, the United States, and the Vatican. Because for one thing, the dragon represents the Roman Empire. America's set up under the notion of the Roman Empire because this is nothing but Rome all over again. All right, and it says that out of the mouth of the false prophet and the beast, which the beast is NATO, man. NATO and the EU, and the false prophet is the Vatican. All right, because they're the ones that are responsible for all these different churches and religions that you see popping up on the earth. All right, but everything starts with Babylon the Great, with America being the militia bases behind Esau's might. All right, and that's why America is known as the powerhouse of the world, because of their military. All right, but sooner or later, you devils, man, you're going to find out that the other nations hate you, which you already know. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14. For they are the spirits of devils.
See that the spirits of devils, man. Meaning that they're demons, the spirit of the devil, the so-called white man.
Working miracles.
Working miracles is technology, man. It's IMF. All right, calling down different elements from the heaven, controlling the weather. They got something that is called like the winterization program, where they can actually create snow in the middle of nowhere via heart. Those are part of the miracles of the beast, man. Why? Because power was given into his hand to do so.
Which go forth unto the kings of the earth.
Which proves that spiritual demon Satan is working with these Edomites, man. because the Edomites are the kings of the earth at this present time. Even when you go into the Moab nations or you go into Taj Mahal, all those different heathens that are set up, they're really tares on the other side because they're Edomites. You know, you may have somebody in office in Saudi Arabia that look like he's in Saudi Arabia, but low key he's a fucking Edomite. Because Esau believed in even that power structure within his own tribe. So you see, you know, we believe in that.
And of the whole world gathered to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Right, and that great day is talking about the nuclear missiles, man, World War III. That's on the brink of happening. All right, and it's inevitable, man. And people look at that and they scoff and don't believe it. Oh, that can never happen to America. But why the hell not? How come that can't happen to America? Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. The Roman Empire was brought down. The Greeks were brought down. The Persians and the Medes were brought down. The Babylonians were brought down. So what? It's some type of exemplification of this kingdom? No, man. It's going to be brought down too. You know?
Right? Verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments.
Right. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. And it ain't talking about physical garments, man. It's actually talking about this wisdom and knowledge.
Some hope, guys.
Yeah, we have
got
hope. This
hope.
place is
Got
going to be
hope.
destroyed.
That's
Why
hope. How come?
This is our hope. Why ain't that hope? Why
This is our
not?
hope right here.
Patient in the faith of the saints. We want this place. This place got to go.
It has to go.
It got to go. It's wicked. This is Babylon. It's no hope for you people because this is your kingdom, but it's hope for us because as long as this place here, our people on this side will remain enslaved, and we don't want that. We deserve to have a better kingdom. We deserve to have fresh air, clean women, righteous laws, not a society that allow homosexuals to go back and forth. Not a society that give women rights over men, that promote draconian laws among black men, man. So no, there's no hope for this society.
You don't know what love is.
You don't know what love is. What's love? What's the God? That is the gospel. The good news is America gonna be destroyed.
Good news.
That's good news for Israelites.
And he's going to return. That's the good news.
So let me ask you this. Like, can I ask you this? I'm gonna ask you a question. That's okay. That's okay.
You don't need to think about it.
The scriptures say the wicked.
We don't need that.
Jesus is destroyed. Jesus is gonna come back and destroy America. That's in the Bible.
This is love, okay? This is Deuteronomy 30 and 16. And that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live, and multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. So in order to love according to the scriptures is to do the Lord's ways. And part of his ways is to hope for this society to go down. That's fine. That's fine. You're dismissed. That's fine. This isn't for you anyway. That's fine.
God hate white people. Well, so-called white people, Edomite.
See, that we get judged, man. Yeah, you're right. We proclaim the judgment, man. Because you Edomites got to get judged, man. That's what the prophets already did. Always did, man. We always proclaim judgment.
Hey, wait a minute. But hey, don't they proclaim judgment on Jake every day? Wait, so what makes us so wrong about prophesying the downfall of society, but yet we go to your courtrooms and you judge us on bullshit, man?
They want to be certified citizens forever. That's all it is. They want to be
The scripture talks about he who goes through the transgression seeketh love. And these devils know that they've done nothing but wickedness. So now they're trying to push this love doctrine so that they don't get judged for it.
That's exactly where I love it. Matter of fact, you might get Ecclesiastes for that shit too.
2/3 fall for that because they want to look good in the eyes of the so-called whites.
Yeah, nigga, vouch for that, man.
Like Ashley Larry that tried to come against us last week.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God requireth that which is past.
So what are you talking about, love? The Most High said it's a time to love and a time to hate. The Most High requires which is past, man.
Right.
He requires the judgment of you so-called white people.
That's right.
That's gonna happen. It ain't no way that you can thwart your judgment. You came, you rose, you've risen, you're still in power, and you gotta go, man. It's just that simple. Like the scriptures say, time and chance happen to every person, man. And hey, you had your time, this is your chance, and now you're gonna be disintegrated, man. Deal with it. We had to deal with it, and we're the Lord's people, and we got brought down to the lowest of nations, man. A fucking Hamite, a filthy African booty scratching Hamite got more rights than a so-called black man in America, and a Hamite is considered a black man. So y'all distinguish the two. No? Go ahead, bro.
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
He keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, man. And that's the love of the scriptures. But you know what the so-called white man do? He want to sit up here, he want to play semantics, man. What he do is sit up here, he want to say, we got to love everybody, but yet you drop fucking bombs on people every 12 minutes, man. How the hell is that love?
Right. But hey, they should be yelling. She should be yelling that to her own government.
Yeah.
Why ain't she yelling that to the Senate House or the Congress or the United or the presidency who's dropping these bombs on?
Right.
They done showed that butt cake to every damn body. But now everybody else is supposed to love them. You know?
Because they're kids, man. That's why the scriptures in Job will tell you that they that be younger than I begin to have means of riches, man. Because these Edomites, these so-called white people ain't nothing but a bunch of damn children, man. That's why the black woman and the white man, they go hand in hand. Because they have the same mindset, man.
Because
Because,
us to believe in this shit right here.
yeah, man. Like, if you don't look, like, most people believe in this, and even the ones that don't believe in this, they still got this type of mentality here, man. Because, I mean, when I used to go to my mama's house, she said, how this fucking devil was. I'm like, how you gonna have a white picture of Jesus up, and yet you coming out with a white And then look at this guy, man. You guys, look at him. He know that his people promoted hate and racism and genocide. What the hell you think Desert Storm was all about, man? What do you think about the Tuskegee Airmen and the syphilis experiment? Bunch of goddamn devils, man.
The most wicked vile force, the most wicked vile force next to the white man is the so-called white man. She's the most wicked being next to the white man. Because you know what? While Esau is pushing all this wickedness, she's having a good ass time. Because she's in that vibration too. And right next to her is the damn niggas. Right up on the red neck.
This is Romans 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. And this society tries to tell you to love everything, even if it's evil. And it says dissimulation, that word pretty much goes into sincerity. You gotta be sincere about this thing. It's not sincere to say you love everyone. You got pedophiles, you got homosexuals walking around lusting on even straight men, lusting after your children. That's not love, that's completely hatred, man. They're completely going around destroying the childhood of many young boys who haven't even had the ability to be adults yet because they want to bless them and be pedophiles and all that, man. That's wicked.
And what's the scripture when they talk about voting them that call evil good?
I got a piece up for you after that, bro. This is Salakia. This is Romans 13:10. It says, love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
There you go. Love working no ill towards his labor, because all 613 laws is geared up to loving the federal Hebrew Israelites, man. That's the fulfillment of the law. So you white people, you Edomites, should I say, don't fit in that. So we ain't gotta love you, man, because that's only for our nation. And even the elect of that nation, because 2/3 of Israel don't even know that they're Israelites. They call themselves black people. They call themselves 5%ers, Muslims, Christians, Baptists, Jehovah Wickedness. So it don't even refer to the 2/3 of our people, man. All right? But we love working no ill towards our neighbor because, hey, man, only a goddamn devil will put a nation of people in slavery and beat their heritage out of them and tell them they was something they wasn't. You go to school, you got to pledge your allegiance to a freaking flag, man. That's taking an oath. That's going on. But the same wicked-ass society tell you swear on the Bible that you didn't commit a crime. That's double-minded, man. And you're going to be judged for that. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Now you ask any one of these Nimrods right here, is putting a homosexual to death according to the Bible a righteous thing, they're going to say, no, that's not right. But ask him if hanging a so-called black man on a tree 50, 60 years ago, you think they wouldn't have a problem with that, man? Like that faggot-ass nigga Jesse Smalley, good for you, you got beat down, but at the same time, man, ain't nobody making a big outcry of that dude, man. And he got jumped on by some MAGA hat wearing racists, which is basically another form of Klansman. So you fucking white people, you're a bunch of damn hypocrites, man.
That's right.
You're all a bunch of hypocrites and a bunch of damn devils, man. And this is why you mad you losing your society, all right?
Right. They on the opioids, you know. They off the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? They say overdosing on. I call that shit the Fetty Wap. You know what I'm saying? They saw me taking the Fetty Wap to the job.
Fetty Wap.
That's that opioid.
Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
It's to hate evil, okay? And hey, this society is built with evil, man. Giving women rights, that's evil, man. Giving niggas poison and drugs to sell, that's evil. Setting faggots up is evil, man. Putting chips in people, that's evil. Microchipping a damn dog, that's not even lawful, man. Because now when the missiles come, the dog gonna get destroyed, man. They ain't even do shit. You know?
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate.
Right, because then the Most High say he should lay low the haughty and the terrible. And this society is full of full of wickedness, full of pride, envy, everything. Because this whole society thrives on what you call the pride of life. Be happy that you got a job. Be happy that you're driving a new Lexus or a Maybach. Be happy that you somebody's pet, man. Like some nigga woman gonna tell me yesterday, I'm human resources. I'm a manager in human. Who gives a fuck? Do you know what human resources really means? Do you even understand what the term human resources mean? It's basically going back into human trafficking and slavery. That's all the hell it means. You know, just because you in a more watered down way of saying human resources, you're basically still enslaving the people because you got access to everybody's information. You put them on different plantations because it's up to the human resources manager to decide what slave plantation they're gonna send your ass to. Like if you got a maintenance background, she's gonna say, well, this is a 50, we're gonna see you over here to stadium maintenance, or we're gonna see you over here.
Okay, this is Proverbs 20.
I just want to say something real quick. You know, this truth is taking off, man. We didn't, like the Halakhah said, I will not leave you without comfort. Because it's like the more and more we progress in the truth, yeah, our affliction picks up, but also the comfort picks up with the truth. Because now everything the Halakhah prophesied of, we see it happening. Like we getting fame. Like these news articles are mentioning us, Washington Post, CNN, Fox News, and this is just within the last 2 weeks. All major media outlets now have their attention on the Hebrew Israelites, and even before they mentioned us, they were watching us. You know, so we got that. We should be having that feeling of comfort and joy and rejoicing, really, man, because this thing is about to be over. We're about to be in the kingdom, and plus, even when this society collapses, the men of the Lord is going to be gravy, man. We're going to have food, we're going to have women, we're going to have alcohol, all right? And we know the lot of some prophets is to get in these FEMA camps, to get beheaded. But you know what? Even in that time, the Lord still going to have to come. You're going to get your head cut off with a smile on your face, man. And cursing this devil out. Because you know what? As soon as your head comes off, you're not going to go blind and everything turns black. You're going to be in the spirit world, man. You're going to be in the spirit world because you saw out again. Just like it says in Revelation. You know? These be the souls of them that were beheaded for the wicked. This is the best thing that you can die for. Live and die for, man. It's this word, man.
Oh man, I got a comment, bro. Y'all ever seen that movie? It was 007. It was called it's called Casino Royale. Daniel Craig. Hey, y'all remember when they had him in the interrogation room? They was beating the shit out of him. He said, "No matter what you do to me, you can tell all your people you died scratching my balls." Man. Right. He was laughing. They was beating his ass because he knew they was done anyway. And that's the type of spirit the men of the Lord gonna go out in, man. No matter what you do to us, you still going down.
The angels might just be all around while you so-called torturing us. We might be able to see the angels. Like, look, brother, just take it. You know what I'm saying? And while we're just gonna be laughing at this devil.
Give me that and instant gratification. Hanging around, your mind ain't going to be the pain. That's why I say with death, where it's like state. Right.
So Isaiah 5:20, one unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Right, man. Darkness for light and light for darkness, man. Hey, you gotta get the light. That's what it is. Because you got social security, you got a census, you got state IDs. What more do you need? Right.
Saying it's all right for a child to have a sex change when he's like 8 years old.
Right. And they can take the top from it.
Yeah. If you don't comply,
Hey, you know what? If I'll be like, take this to best. You know what?
you can have some little motherfucker.
You know, if you stay in my house, I'm gonna kill it.
If you say that to people, they'll look at you like, oh my God, he's such barbarian. He's barbarian. Oh my God, he's disgusting. They look at you as a disgusting individual. Speaking of right there. Because even according to the scripture, if your son was undesirable, you got a right to put him down.
Yeah, they take him out to the center of the city and stone his ass.
You be the one to throw the first stone.
Because it's all about what putting away evil from Israel. That's why the Lord he said that about different laws when you put people to death. He said, thou shalt put away evil from Israel. You gotta kill wickedness at its roots. That's why the Lord ain't gonna leave no remembrance of his kingdom, man. Because the next society, man, ain't gonna have nothing to do with Babylon, man. Babylon's gonna be a reminder of what happened. And we're gonna have the Edomites to change too, man. Right. Damn devil. The white woman gonna get enslaved. Alright? Getting popped.
Yeah, you black women out there that got a problem with us having cut.
All these IUIC bitches now they making testimonial videos of leaving IUIC, man. But that's wicked.
You know what, man? But you know what, man? See, women are opportunists. We gonna get off the women. We gonna get back on topic. But I want to say this, man. Women are fucking opportunists, man. They using that whole slander IUIC campaign bullshit just to somebody to power black campaign. At the end of the day, man, women always try to overshadow shit with our venom and our poison, man. The black woman is a toxic vaccination, man. Because no matter what you do, she's like a blank plague. If you want to this, and she want to be on it and try to overrun you in it, man. You women ain't gonna take over Israel, man.
When a woman cries, that's a defense mechanism. Yeah. That's not really her. Oh, she could be expressing hurt, but at the same time, it's a way that can get pity. Simply, people can. And you know what? A lot of, especially other women, they feed into that shit, man. They simps. That's right. Which we don't feed into women's tears, man.
And really, at the end of the day, a lot of these women are the enemy, man. So here's Sirach 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath the joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And you women, you're going down real soon. All you wicked women out there, you're on top right now. A lot of these simps are putting you on this high level. But you're wicked as hell. Anytime that we bring out the scriptures, we always have something to say to combat what we're saying. We tell you, we can have multiple wives. That's in the Bible. But you know what? Honestly, truly, I don't even feel like dealing with multiple women right now because it's so wicked.
Yeah,
truthfully, it's a headache. You know? And Esau, the so-called white man, being our main enemy, he exalted you with him. So both of you have to fall together.
Paul says that because it's expedient.
To make it awful.
That means it's expedient. Right. So I don't want to deal with 2 of you goddamn beings, but we can have if we want to.
One is hard enough to deal with, man.
People are inconsiderate.
I don't want to deal with none of you, man.
People are just blind, man.
Yeah, man. So, hey, the wickedness of the people is just out of whack. Look at this guy right here, man. I don't even know a name for Macho. Puncho right here. He looks like Hey, nah, what's Squiggy?
2018 Al Pacino.
That's Squiggy right there, man.
Al Pacino.
Fucking Squiggy, man.
This is the book of Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but receive none. And in the midst of all these people, you have Israelites. And when they look at us, they don't want to stop by, they don't want to say anything. They know this truth is out there. Many of these people have heard it just based off of CNN, so-called trying to expose us, because this is the wicked kingdom, so we're looked at as the bad guys. Kind of like Scarface, we the bad guys. All because we promote Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But at the end of the day, the Lord has angels blocking the majority of these people, so they just walk by, have these stupid ass looks on their face, and with nothing to say, they just go on about their day. And guess what? In this society, your hope is, I gotta go to work, I gotta go home to my wife who's committing adultery on me, I got a whole bunch of so-called friends who are probably unloyal, probably steal from you. But guess what? The only real hope you have is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And this is about the elect of the nation of Israel. Out of all these people, you have 7 brothers. That's a small number because this truth is a little sanctuary. Okay?
And like I read earlier, when you said good, woman again to call good evil. It's like when that woman rolled up, she said, where's the love at? See, these people, Esau got everything flip-flop, man. This is love. You know what I mean? We coming straight from the gospel, but people consider, they look at us and consider us evil. Right. They ain't worshiping towards here, man. Like, we coming in this game, then it'll be love. It'll be love, but we come in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
We don't gotta love again Edomites, man. Edomites don't get no love. That's right. You are nothing but the damn devil. We ain't supposed to love wickedness, man. The brother already read the scripture. The love of the Lord is to hate evil, hate your sin, so-called white people. Right? Just look at you. Your appearance itself is a marker, it's an indication of your wickedness, because you got leprosy of the skin and the scalp. Yeah, demons, man. We hate you, white people.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? Hey, you know something? You know how Esau is the biggest form of to show you that this man did his job. He convinced people that that's beauty right there. I mean, let's get it twisted, okay? Righteously and moral-wise, that's not beauty. But we've been so conditioned in this society that we think that's hot, man. See, when you caught now, you do got some bad-looking Edomite chicks in the flesh. King Solomon had Edomite chicks. I mean, concubines. They was probably nice looking. But the reality of it is, man, we've been duped so bad to the society to the point we accept shit we don't really know. Like you see a white, like honestly, the white woman is shitting on the black woman right now, man. Do we care for the bitch? No, we don't. She's a fucking devil. She's a concubine. We can pop her, yes. Because she's nothing any damn way. And
the Lord took away our woman's beauty. He said instead of beauty, burning. Julia Stiles. In the 90s, Julia Stiles she's supposed to be the hottest woman on the planet. They get the fuck up. This was ugly, man. Even when she was young, she was ugly. You had way finer Jake women back then in the 90s.
We saw like bony women that look like boys.
Back then you had Tyra Banks, you know.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 4, and I'll start at 3. But before I go and read this, backing up what the brother was saying, a lot of these so-called white women are looked up to be the empire of beauty. And a lot of you people out there are hooked on Caesar Borgia, which really goes back more so to Ptolemy II, which was a made-up god in Egypt.
Yeah, you got these two old dykes right here, man. Both of those are women. They're going to be put to death pretty soon,
Oh, that's
man.
confusing.
Man, the Most High hates you, man. You're both going to get put to death.
that's right.
2 Corinthians 4.
CNN that.
Bunch of
That's right.
thieves.
2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Right. And these people out here, man, they really believe so-called white women is the victim of beauty. But you got to understand, too, the scriptures say that image of the daughter of Babylon, man, the glory of the kingdom. So right now, to have a so-called white woman, that's like a prized possession, man. And really, honestly, the most sought after women on the planet today is the fucking goops, man. Even Esau was going after them damn goops. Yeah. Because a Moabite, she's practically retarded.
Right.
She can't even say her name back. She can't even say her damn name.
She has to be led.
Shit, hey, you white women, you the new black women on the planet now, man. Don't nobody really care for you, man. You're the new nigga women.
Even white men.
Yeah.
Even white men now, that's where you got the MGTOW movement. A lot of white men know that the white woman ain't shit. That's why they going their own way. They dealing with sex dolls and shit. You know, artificial. Now these weirdos want to do the artificial moves. Wait a minute, you gave your woman rights in the first place. That's your own damn fault. So you should have had some women in check. Because it showed you that in the beginning of the movie. What was that movie about the Native Americans? And you had in the beginning, the Edomite got put to death. And his wife was sitting there hostage. Yeah, and that showed you that back in those times, Esau had his woman in check. Because she would stay at home and teach the kids basically like elementary school, man. And she would be at home and he'll be outside gathering the wood, doing all this and that because that was a rough time. A woman couldn't just go out, especially a white woman, because she would get snatched up by the gas and get taken in. So she had to be in order. That's why the Lord had to collapse this society so that it's going to humble a lot of people. It's going to humble these faggots out here too.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the power, should shine unto them. And to further back up what y'all was saying, this is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord will put these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yep, so the white woman is the black woman right now, man. She getting the curses on her. I mean, one day was a point in time you can pop a white woman all day, and you got to take a bath before that. Straight up, because they didn't have them curses on them. Like back in the day, I just give them a white chick. Fresh. She was always fresh, man. Even though, they are not clean people, but this society has taught them how to kind of groom themselves with perfumes and so forth, and get themselves right. But ultimately, man, you white people, man, you're seeing the curses, man. Y'all on opioid, like they stated, in every city, you got a 50% of influx of opioid users in America alone. Out of 20 states. Like Overland Park, Kansas, right? That's like one of the top counties out there in America. Hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Shimon Hawashai, man, hey, the devil's getting curses on you. God from opioids. God from cancer, you getting old in your own people. You're dying from the diseases that your own people created for our people, man. Like, really, AIDS, like, what is it called? What's the abbreviation for AIDS? It's called autoimmune deficiency syndrome. That was really meant to target Jake, man. You so-called white people wasn't supposed to be affected by the AIDS, but, hey, you get hit with it, too. So, hey, you losing power and substance in the world. Ishmael hates you. Moab hates you. Elam hates you. Other Edomites hate. Look, the Russians, they despise you fucking Edomites over here, man. And you the same damn people. The Temanites, the Germans, they hate you damn so-called white people, man. That's why they going up on the commodity of their cars now. They want to put this place out of business. Ottoman Turks, man. You devils, man. You hate these fucking Edomites in the West.
Nations that are on the Esau's side are the ones that see his bread, the ones that he's giving them care packages and shit.
Yeah, like Venezuela, they saying that Venezuela is looking like a new Vietnam War now, man. Hey, China and Russia got an interest in that reserve down there. And you Americans, really, that was the whole point of building a wall in the first place. But you want to keep the invaders out because you know if you go down there and continue to pillage Venezuela, you know that Russia, China, and these other nations are going to get involved in it, man. So while you over there trying to fight war in the Middle East, you got shit on your own front you got to worry about now, man. Devils are finished, man.
2 Samuel 7:10. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them that they may dwell in a place of their own and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time. And that's what you devils are doing. you've been afflicting us for so long, but the Lord is soon about to exalt his people and bring your people down. According to Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And now you have geoengineering. When you see the airplanes flying through the sky, what some know as chemtrails, that's through geoengineering, blocking out the sun. Now it's getting super cold. You have people out here getting sick for no reason, weakening people's immune system. Okay, all these things are happening because of your affliction. But the Lord is soon to remove you, and we're not going to be afflicted much longer. And it shows that you're the children of the wicked when you go to the book of Malachi, because it talks about how Edom is the border of wickedness.
That's why, hey, Salakia, man, that's why, hey, I'm watching outside, put niggas down like that, man.
So going back to what I was saying, Esau constantly afflicts our people, but yet he's talking about where's the love, where's the love? You ain't never shown us no love. Even to this day, I don't sense no love from you devils. I can go into a store and y'all just look at me like I ain't got no money in my pocket. Y'all look at me like I'm just some nigga on the street corner selling drugs or something.
Where's the love when y'all pull Jake over?
Exactly.
Where's the love there? You just gun him down for no reason. Jake will just, they'll tell Jake to hang you license. Or your back pocket, they can start spraying you up.
That's right.
But you told me to go get my license.
Hypocrisy. That's right. I'm gonna jump to the book of Malachi. Speaking up.
Yeah. You devils ain't never shown no love, man. And that's why the kingdom is coming down. Now you want us to keep silent. After all the affliction y'all done caused us, y'all want us to be quiet. I mean, you just a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man.
That's right. So this is Malachi 3 and 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often to one another, and the Lord heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before them that feared the Lord, that thought upon his name. So this is the book of remembrance. And guess what? Slavery is recorded in the Bible. So all we have to do is open it up with understanding, and after we read it, we remember. And through reincarnation, we've all been here before. Okay, so you devils can't say, well, that wasn't me. No, it wasn't. All you American Edomites, you so-called American Edomites, you so-called Russian Edomites, wherever you are, being an Edomite, you have to pay for what you've done. And the Lord has given us that spirit to remember everything that you did. You thought you got away with it. You were just going to walk off like you was free, like you could just whip us, decapitate us, do all these wicked things to us. And then after time, you could just say, hey, let's be peaceful to each other. Just to be a hypocrite, because when we turn our back, nah, you goddamn nigger. Or talk to your daughter, you better not get with no nigger. You better not get with no goddamn monkey. But then in our face, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, how's your day going, buddy? That's the fakeness of you goddamn Edomites, man. So the Lord has given us that spirit to remember all your wickedness and given us our wisdom back.
Like on the movie Get Out. I would have voted for Obama the third time. But now you're trying to get his fucking brain.
Right.
You're trying to get his brain.
Yeah, well, I got a precept for you. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
That's right. And that's judgment. Yeah. And that shows you right there, no one escapes. Even if the Lord doesn't get you back in this life, he's going to get you back eventually, because that's how he works. We deal with the patient power, which is exactly why we have to be patient. As much as we would like to just go around bashing these devils in the head, putting them in slavery now, we have to wait, because just as the Lord is waiting to judge y'all, we're waiting for that judgment to come towards you. All right, this is Lamentations, to back up him with a precept, Lamentations 5 and 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. So we all have to pay for the sins of our forefathers in whom we were, okay? Because we've been here more than one time, which also proves there's no hell after you die from living wicked where you burn forever, okay? Exactly.
I got another precept for you, bro. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, says the Lord, until the day I rise up to the break.
And guess what? Taking matters in your own hand, Esau gonna throw your ass in prison, man. And you ain't gonna have no help. We don't got that kind of power right now. We're not walking around with AK-47s. We don't have grenades or Molotovs, whatever you call those things.
Some niggas do.
Yeah, some niggas do. Which, not that that's a sin, but it's foolishness if you're going around trying to flash and show people what you have. Anyone knows when you're dealing with war, you never let your enemies know what you have.
Oh, shit. Hey, y'all remember we used to say with the niggas with the motherfucking Ultimate Warrior knee pads on, man?
Right.
Fucking had some Randy Savage on, man. He had goddamn shoulder pads on, man.
That's funny.
They walked up to the camp, they all facing this shit. I'm like, man, y'all get your ass down the street with that. You know?
So Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers.
Yeah, Spirit made him bring that back up.
Came back out, yep.
Yeah,
I was told I brought it out too.
The main iniquity of Esau is that he put our people in slavery, man. He got our people denigrated to this day. And you in our land, man. You in the land of Israel. Land of Israel don't belong to the so-called white man.
That's right.
It belongs to the Israelites. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the real Israelites, man.
That's right.
You devils about to go down, man. Because you put our people in slavery, man. You ain't paid.
Actually try to look behind her like we wasn't talking to her ass, man.
But yet we're targeted as the hate group.
Straight up.
You devils are the real hate group. You're the biggest hate group on the planet. Your actions and your transactions have been nothing but hate, man. What about Emmett Till? Was that love? Did you love Emmett Till? When you beat him to fucking powder and had his body rotten under the Mississippi River, they had to get him out 3 days later. His body was all decayed and swollen and nasty. Is that love?
They said the funeral they had, they said the stick was so bad that he smashed the 2 blocks. Because when they threw him in the river, basically that's how his body swelled up. Plus all the lacerations. It was bad. I bet you his mama, she's still having nightmares. She's still be having nightmares to this day about that. That shit gave me nightmares a while back. I don't even know the damn dude, man.
Or what about Alton Sterling? Ain't that a dude got shot in San Francisco? In the train station? Oscar Grant. He was in handcuffs, man. And he devils shot his ass, man.
Shot him in the back.
Shot him in the back.
What's the other dude? Orlando Castro was his name?
And another Jake, remember the Jake, he got out the car, he tried to run from the cop, and the cop shot him in his back, and then they handcuffed him after they shot him.
Just as a serpent will do.
So
Strike you when you turn.
You devils are the real haters, man. Show me a great millstone king that's out here shooting devils in the back. We ain't shooting nobody. We
Nonetheless, it's just the fact that you hate our people, man. You've been putting a sword to niggas for the longest. Even to this day, you still got people, before it came out, but you still got dates of hardcore slavery in the South, man. Still on plantations in the fucking woods or whatever. I mean, outhouse. Being an outhouse, nigga.
just a few months ago in Dallas, you had that female cop. She shot Jake in his own apartment, man. Then she tried to say she thought she was in her apartment. What kind of wickedness is that?
And
man?
she was out
You was on the fourth floor of the damn building, and your apartment is on the 3rd floor. How the fuck do you mistake that for your own apartment? You just thought it was yours. You seen pictures of the guy and his shit, but you thought it was yours, man. You devils ain't nothing but liars, man.
This is the book of Sirach 12 and 10. Never, I'm going to repeat that, never trust thine enemy.
Your friend,
Your enemy,
Your
or
brother.
thine enemy.
your brother,
Thine enemy, sister. Thine enemy.
baby mother, sister, brother.
Thine enemy. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And a lot of you, Jake, what do you say? Oh, that was years ago, man. You keep looking back in history. It's time to move forward. But when you look at iron and how it rusts, it just gets worse over time. So really, if you think about it, these Edomites are worse today than what they were back then. Because now they can approach you friendly, and they can deceive you. And then they catch you off guard, and what happens? They can shoot you in the back, just like the brother was talking about, man. instead of want to be in your face, be like a man, because Esau's not no good, man. He's a coward. So Esau will rather get you with your back turned, man. That's how a slithering snake would move, such as Esau. Okay? Verse 11. Sirach 12 and 11. 12. Where was I? Okay, 11. Though he humble himself, hey buddy, how you doing?
Right,
And go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And that's more reason why you got to be aware of these goddamn devils, man. Okay? And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
And that's a fatal mistake by Jake by always believing in their oppressors, man. You know, they say, hey, man, Edomite can turn lemon to lemonade. They believe that shit. That's why, hey, this martial law, that's why, hey, the chip, getting back into this prophecy, man, this is why a lot of you Jakes out there, you know, because your enemy told you so. And what proves that he got our people anyway, because, hey, who's in these public professions in the medical field? Black fucking women. Who's the head of the state agency for black fucking women? Who's the head of the city chicks? Yeah. Black fucking women. You got a black bitch that's trying to go up for president in 2020.
Which Kamala Harris, man, definitely. Yeah, bitch.
Because, hey, man, we gonna say it just like this. Esau already worked on the minds of our people, man. So therefore, you trust me. Because look, you think the black woman gonna, when it's time to microchip people, and she got that little hypodermic needle, you think she's gonna say, I can't do this, it's the mark of the beast. She gonna chip your ass, man. You know why? Because our oppressor told us to do it. So there you go right there. There go your match bed to hell right there. You think it's good. Right there.
I got a precept for y'all. This is Amos 1 and 11. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Right, so you so-called you Edomites, which is your biblical nationality, you white people, hey, your punishment is near. America's collapsing, all right? You're dying from opioids, you're getting fat, all right? You got the curses on you. You're losing your job. You got motherfuckers talking about since the government shut down, they had over 300,000 some jobs, but crackers are getting, they got to sell their damn homes now, man. Just last only year, when I was doing a little work in the suburbs and out in the country, every other Edomite was selling their property, man. Y'all remember when I was doing septic shit? I mean, literally crackers are selling their homes now because they can't afford the shit. They got to walk away from it. And it's a law in Missouri because they know that the system is so duped. It's a law in Missouri that if you walk away from a house where it goes to foreclosure, they're not gonna charge you for it. It'll still be on your record as a foreclosure, but it won't affect your credit, which is totally fixed for these damn devils, man. But let Jake get his house repossessed, that shit gonna fuck his credit up, man.
We got something called red flagging, where they would purposely
Very fucking kids along, man. Fire department be here in a minute.
I hope it's a big ass fire that burns that shit down. But anyway, you had red flagging policies when Jake wanted to buy houses, and Esau purposely raised the price of the property, so they wouldn't be able to buy it.
That's why, like in Kansas City, like when you go past like Truth going west, that's when the property value increases. If you go going back east, that's when it's low. Like you know back like where you at, bro, you know, like on the other side of the sale, like past Truth, you get all nice and shit. But like on the other side, it's all run down. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that show you that this man's kingdom is going down.
And it says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off our pity, and his anger did tear perpetually.
Right, man. Hey, so think about the projects. What do you think the housing projects is set up for? Don't they say that it was set up for women that were widowed or women when their husbands went off to the war? They wanted them all to be in like in a community, so to speak. But that's bullshit, man. That whole thing was set up because for the simple fact they knew that Jake would be lumped into those slums, man. This shit is getting annoying. Hey, go out some and come in. Go at an angle and come in that way.
How the fuck you
You
get
can't
over
pull
there?
in and turn back because you're gonna end up getting the car. You gotta go out, come in.
I wouldn't know so much to build on this.
You want to read that again, on?
Yeah.
Fucking back to what we were talking about.
This is Amos 1 and 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever."
Lamentations 4 and 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled when our end is come.
Never take you off. That's why a woman needs a man. Because without the direction, she would have never got her ass in that goddamn spot.
Well,
That's why you need a man as he died.
a lot of our women are chicken heads. What's the headless chicken gonna do? Just run around wherever until they drop dead.
That's right. You run
my
around
bad.
like your head, chicken with your head cut off.
Right.
My bad, I had to
Oh, you're fine, though. Come. Chain link them together.
And this is Amos 1 and 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever."
Wait a minute, man. Can I say something? Why do the Most High put so much emphasis on Edom? Edom. And then you know what, man? This is why, hey, you got niggas. I'm gonna say this too, man. You got niggas out there that always want to justify Esau. Well, thou should not abhor an Edomite. Right. You know what? Later for you type dudes, man. Any of you niggas that got a problem with us, person I'm a so-called white man, hey, drop something there, right? You got time for niggas to be sensitive to Esau. Esau don't give a fuck about you, man. Oh, you hate your brother. Yeah, we do. The fucking cracker hate us, man. It was first blood. He was the first blood.
And that word for Edomite there in
Syrian.
Syria, yeah. Was it 23 and 7?
Con.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 23:7.
Yeah, Edomites coming up to camps. You finished, man. You finished, Esau.
Yeah, like
You're
one
done.
script, like allegedly one scripture that's off of other scriptures gonna throw off the whole book.
Yeah, you
Out
got
of
that
the whole
Edomite.
1,000 precepts that say the fucking Nick devil gonna go down, one precept gonna make everything is null and void because it's one precept.
Yeah, you got the whole book of Obadiah giving the shit out you. It's just gonna tear that up, man.
Yeah.
What
They don't
scripture
care.
could, hey,
Tear
wipe
the
out
whole
Obadiah,
book.
man?
Take out the whole book.
Smallest book in the Bible speaks wonders on Edom.
Yeah, I mean,
The devil's got to get punished, man.
No way.
That's my favorite book.
Right. That's one of my favorite
It
books.
reiterates it, what, in Jeremiah 48 chapter? I think it goes back into it too. I mean, it breaks down Obadiah, the first chapter. But you know something, and I noticed, like, before I came in the truth, it was these people that was called, like, the Philadelphia Trumpet, they Church of God. Now, what turned me on to these fucking devils is because they always cut the Christianity shit. They always say you got to keep the high holy days, laws, statutes, commandments. And their biggest thing was prophecy. Now, they don't know the scriptures per se, they go off, but the prophecies be on point. But what kind of bogged my mind today, it was one issue, a magazine issue that came out. They stated that the book of Obadiah, they called it the most terrifying book in the Bible. And I noticed when I came in the truth, I'm like, this is why they say it's the most terrifying book, because it's the vision they had. Right. They said Obadiah's vision is the most terrible vision in the Bible. And why did they equate that compared to all the other prophecies, man?
Yeah, the Revelation is pretty heavy too.
Yeah, but see, Esau, he's a damn devil. See, he know that he's going down, and he know that it condemns his ass.
Obadiah calls him out specific.
Yeah, ain't no
And
beating around the bush.
Malachi, the first chapter.
Hey, and that's how you know Esau's, them niggas that say Esau is Jacob, man. That the so-called white man is Jacob. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all must ain't reading the book of Obadiah, man.
They try that. That's these old wicked ass niggas trying to save Esau.
Yeah, where does it
I wanna
prophesy
say-
that the children of Israel will be in slavery to Japheth? It ain't nowhere in the scriptures. The Lord would have then said, oh, Esau, he and Japheth for 400 years. Because the Lord is real specific. He said everything, declaring the end from the beginning. So it will be written in the scriptures that we will be in slavery to Japheth. It's not.
Who ain't thinking about you cooking that head cat like, man?
That
Which
shows
a lot
a
of
lot of people their histories off because the original Europeans weren't even Edomites or so-called Caucasians. Exactly, they were Japhet or Samoans. So people need to get their history correct before they start speaking on that blasphemy, man.
Like the Etruscans and the Minoans, those are all dark-skinned prophetic people. They had long hair just like the Samoans today. Even the men had long hair too, just like Samoans. Hawaiians, the men in Hawaii got long hair too.
Palomalo.
Like what's the ones, like the ones that got the bell pepper nose, man? The Aborigines in Australia. Yeah, they some weird looking motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what my uncle. They look like koala bears.
I seen one of them.
You know, and they got a straight forehead and nose. Scared if they,
I'm
they
scared
approach
as
you.
shit.
If they came out of nowhere at nighttime, you'd be like, what the fuck is that? They look like little leprechauns. Hey, that's what Kevin looked like.
Hey, we gotta breathe them with some more.
It was like crazy ass,
take away that ugly.
crazy ass Samoan with white people hair. The motherfuckers look crazy as shit.
But going back to Lamentations 4, and I'll start at 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed our vain health. Because a lot of our people look forward to Esau to save them out of their condition. Especially these nigga women. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Only Yahweh Shai, man. Period. Verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, for our days are fulfilled, for our end is far.
Hey, you ever been to like, we was in Chicago, how many squad cars you saw come down?
Just randomly, I can't even know the number, bro. It was just random accounts. Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. And that same personality is in Edom today, man. And just like the brother read, that's why judgment has to come on these damn devils. And our people want to save them. You crazy. You bug the hell out, man. You ask me, I think a lot of our people who stand up for Esau, you worse than Esau, man. You're stupid as hell. There's no way. All the things that he's done to us, and you want to forgive and forget, man, you the enemy, man. Period, point blank. You got a preset button?
Yeah, I'm grabbing some for you right now. This is this is Proverbs 17 and 15. It says, "He that justify the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord Yahweh."
And that's self-explanatory right there. And that's what you see in your everyday life. That's why we can't just go around telling everyday average Jake that we hate the so-called white man. I would love to just go to work and tell these niggas Esau's the devil, but you know what they gonna do? They gonna justify Esau, man. And they gonna make you the enemy. And that's a goddamn abomination.
That was just on that scooter. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but they was looking at us with total disgust, like, these niggas, what are they doing? Like, you know what? That's why Jake will be destroyed.
That's right.
You can't prophesy against you enough.
Just like that nigga woman, Trump shut down the government. She up there begging goddamn Trump.
Yep.
Now she should have called Trump the goddamn devil.
That's right.
But this bitch begging the goddamn devil to open
Right.
it. Now he's gonna close it down again on her dumb ass.
She was blessing Trump. Hey, y'all know why Trump ripped open the government back up? Because it's Super Bowl shit, man.
Get some money.
Hey, he's trying to rack up on the last bit of revenue that he got.
And he first of the month yesterday and only 2 days later.
No, because it's tomorrow, ain't it?
There's nothing that can be done for America at this point. I think we're $20-something trillion in debt. That's just what they say. We're probably far more than that in
Oh,
debt.
you're like about 200.
Probably like $200 trillion in debt. We're only bringing in a certain amount of billions a year. If you look at Babylonian citizens. So there's no way to make that back. So this society has to come to a collapse. It's over for you women, man. Y'all need to just get with the program and get under a man and shut the hell up. An Israelite man of the Lord. An elect. All right? Hopefully elect.
And a lot of people don't understand how serious the debt is because
they're able to get by in life pretty much. They can go to the store, they can get gas and all that shit. So they don't really understand the gravity of what it means to be $21 trillion in debt. Yeah, because the simple fact, man, you got the GDP that's only collapsing 34.7% a year. That's bad. You got what they estimated that economic growth is going to be 2%. That's not good compared to what it's dropping. Gross domestic product 34% versus the growth. This place is finished, man. Like the brother said, hey, we $200-something trillion in debt. And like he said,
when you put unfunded liabilities like Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, put all that, that's what jacks it up.
that's right. That shit go up every second. That going up right now.
Absolutely. If you go to, I think it's called US Debt or nationaldebt.org, your debt's constantly increasing. It's never decreasing.
They know these goddamn so-called baby boomers is gonna retire, so they gotta do something. They can't pay all these motherfuckers baby boomers all that money. That's what it is.
They're going to lead to it. Just like the currency. It's going to lead to the beast.
First it's gonna give you this, and then it's gonna give you
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, y'all heard that the market of beast is going to be out in Kenya now, man.
Pastor Hart bring that up.
In Kenya, hey, this spread, man. First you got Sweden, Australia, the UK, Kenya, man. Babylon, we finna get this chip, man. This chip is coming to, it's already here, man. The India, because India is damn near a cashless society, and already they said out there in China, man, before this year's over with, they gonna have to get RFID tags in their cars, man.
Hey, the brother Amawar Gabar was bringing it out how they got. It's some school over there in China where they chipped up all the kids got chips in their jackets. You know what I mean? So they can keep tabs on them.
That's completely different, man.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be tracked by somebody who's in school? That show you that these
They
people
retarded.
They stupid, man. Like,
I'm trying to get boy the fucking retarded.
Well, hey, let me bring this out real quick. This is the book of 2 Ezra 16:1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon in Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. And gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hell, and bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." And y'all notice that they equate Asia along with Babylon. Why? Because Babylon is the progenitor of all this witchcraft here, man. Like that's why they stated that the merchants of the nations have waxed rich, the abundance of their delicacies, and the wine of our fornication. So even though America is the first one to pump out this RFID ideology, China is the one that's the first. They basically the guinea pigs are testing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because over there, they damn near cashless, man. You know, because you got guys out there saying, "Well, I thought America was the first one." They are. They put the notion out there, but you got to have a human guinea pig first. Like you ain't just gonna go test syphilis on your own. You gonna test it on an undesirable first to see if the shit working out. You know,
Like you said, they test it out on boy, but boy is retarded anyway. That'd be them the perfect people to test it out on.
and plus, hey, they complaining over there in Asia, out there in Beijing. They said the smog is so fucking thick due to pollution, man. They gonna do anything they can to try to clear this thing up. So why not pass the chip? You know, you get the chip. Look, we can build the infrastructure. It can boost the economy. We can get the type of chemicals we need to clear the air out. People gonna fall for any goddamn thing, man.
You know what, too? I'm about to make this point. They got this chip. You wonder why they started in all these other countries. Notice how the United States does its trade and all its manufacturing comes from. It comes from China. It comes from all these other countries. We have very little U.S.-made products. So if they shut it down and all the other countries first, where all the products are coming from, that forces the United States to have to switch over. Because everybody that's making all this shit, their cars, their clothes, their shoes, the Jordans, because over the days of being made everything in China. Almost everything is made in China. So when China can only accept that form of payment to do trade and business with them, and they go all the way to the chip, what does that force the United States have?
Oh, that's a good point you made, because they ain't gonna sit up here and swap fiat currencies with credit shit. They ain't gonna do it.
Because all these other countries are going to it. And the biggest countries that we do trade with, their entire country is going to their primary currency, complete cashless. So now it's basically set up to where they have to strategically do that in the other countries first. Because we don't make our own products though. all our factories and shit is shut down. You have very little factories and stuff that's made where you have U.S. made products. They get everything from China. They get everything from Africa. They get everything from India. Look at all the stores that's set up. They're all foreign stores owned by foreign Indians and Arabs. It's no American-owned shit.
Even gas stations.
All America got is just distribution center.
Yep.
They just distribute everything. That's all they got.
So who they get it from? They got to pay somebody to get all that stuff. So they got to go to the other countries. And other countries said, wait a minute, we can't take your cash no more because we take the RFID chip system, the cashless society. That's going to force America to take it. So everything is set up. And don't lose patience in this thing. When you see other countries start to get the chip, like, why the hell they ain't here yet? Because all the other countries have to be shut down first to where we have no other form of payment to do trade with.
This is Jeremiah 51. I started 7. Well, I started 6. It says, flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Yep. Now, recompense is going to be the nuclear missiles, man. World War III. Quote that missile sign up, bro. That's going to be the recompense that the Lord is going to bring upon Babylon the Great, which is destruction, man. Because, hey, it's no more horrific destruction than the missiles, man.
But before you know it, you got 20,000 brothers that do, man, trying to get this word. It's getting swole.
Yes, man. Brothers up here.
And for the record, too, it says deliver your soul to leave Babylon. It's not speaking of get on some airplane and leave the land. It's speaking of spiritually get yourself right, man. Come back to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only way out, period. Because no matter where you go on earth, the whole world's going to be affected when all hell breaks loose. Okay?
Yeah, that's why it goes into the Lord being a hiding place. You know, it's metaphysical. It's something. It's not somewhere you can go on a map to hide from the destruction. You got to hide within this word because the word is comparable to a government, or not a government, but a covered garment. You know, so you got to cover yourself.
I have an article there too. It says Home Missouri CHIP Child Identification Program.
Wait, hold on, bro. Go back up.
That makes it. That's right.
Missouri CHIP.
And the ones behind this really are the fake Jews, them Jewish copycats, man. And they're trying to push something known as the Noahide Law, which is if you speak against them, they could behead you. If you don't go against their will and their desires, they could behead you. If you don't take that chip, they could behead you, which lines up with what? Revelations 20 and 4.
Brother just uploaded a video today talking about the Holocaust, and it already got restrictions on it, man.
Yeah.
These damn devils, they cut by this word. See, if something is fake, you just don't need to cover it up.
So it's here already. All they're doing is conditioning the masses, so when it does come, you're already used to it. It's not going to be some outlandish event, because many of you already are looking forward to Esau to give you benefits. So if he tells you, if you take this chip, we'll put $75,000 on it, or we'll give you $1 million, or however they do it. A lot of people are going to eat that shit like some Cheetos, man. They're going to be happy. They're going to be living it up for a while. But I believe it's going to be a short time, like what, 2 weeks maybe, a month, 2 months, 3 months, we don't know. But it's not going to be that long for you to further your life just to take that chip. That's stupid, man. That's stupid as hell. Them chariots shooting them laser beams at you and the missiles dropping on you, it's not worth taking that chip, man. Period, point blank. There's a movie called Judge Dredd, and there was a drug that they had that slowed down time. I believe when the missiles come, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gonna slow down the time to where for that person getting burnt up, it's gonna seem like an eternity. But for everyone else, it's gonna be normal time.
Because like if you go into that time when it goes, scripture goes to forever, if you go into like the breakdown of forever, that shit goes into 2,100 years, man. Being in that fucking fire. Hey, you know what? You would rather be in the hell under the ground.
That's hotter than lava. That's hotter than anything you can fathom on this earth, man.
Plasma, man.
Yeah, fine. You thought the atom bomb was hot. The nuclear bomb far surpasses the atom bomb. Just look at what they did to Hiroshima back in 1945 when they killed 145,000 people, man. That was nothing compared to what's coming. That was light work, man.
Oh yeah, because they over what is 350 million people in the United States. Easily 250 million gonna die. Off the back, the Lord gonna rid 2/3 of this population off the back. The only people that's gonna make it out of here is the elect. That's it, man. That is it. 200 billion, maybe if that. So everybody you see around you that's driving by, that corner malls, they God.
And what's the thing right now? You have a lot of people trying to invest in gold and silver. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's not going to deliver you.
Right. We gotta push that shit, man.
That's right.
Push that shit.
All right, this says Mo, Missouri, Child Identification Program. And when you go into it, just read some of the headlines. How to monitor your child's cell phone without invading their privacy. So the chip, they're not actually putting the chip in you. They're pretty much creating this program so that they could track your children, which is going to lead to that chip. Because once you get that chip, they're trying to have it where there's a GPS tracking device with it. So let's say you're a person, you want to receive that chip and all of a sudden you change your mind, they can shut your chip off and you drop dead. Or you might try to run away, try to disappear, they can just track you down. So it's starting with little things like this. Another article under it says, Child ID Update. Another headline, Mo Chip celebrated the safe return of Alyssa Mayer, 8 years old today. So a lot of people, they fear their children being kidnapped. So you're gonna have a lot of these nigga women. When I say nigga women, I'm not just talking about Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. I'm talking about all the tribes. All these women are saying, right? They're gonna cause their children to be chipped because Esau's gonna use fear tactics. Like, well, don't you want your child to be safe? Aren't you scared that someone could just up and take them?
Right.
Exactly. We're gonna use their emotions against them. Another article reads,
Yeah, because, hey, I'm going to say this too, man. Another thing, too, about this whole RFID chip setup, man. See, they going to, like the brother said, they going to cloud the emotions in you people, man. Because, hey, it's going to come to a point in time. It's just like getting your kid vaccinated. You parents will go as far as getting your kid vaccinated or you're afraid they're going to take them out of school. Or if you don't get such and such vaccinated, she can't come to school. So how you people gonna resist the chip when it's a life or death matter of feeding your kid? And this is why you women should be talking shit to the men of the Lord, man. Because you're gonna be left out there because not one woman in this society for real is gonna resist the chip without the man of the Lord being on her side. And I don't see it happening. Unless you got some women out there that's already attached to us. But for the most part, all you women in this society, you're gonna take the chip because hey, you love your life, man.
so this article has a lot of BS. You have to like dig into it to get more, so I'll just leave it there.
Ain't that right? Right?
This is the book of Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the knees of the Russians against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
They ain't gonna give a shit about you goddamn gold, man. I'm gonna say, look, you can take this dollar and wipe your ass with it, because at the end of the day, man, when it's blood in, blood out, we don't care about no money, man. I want you, man. Fuck that money. Shit, because you should have looped up. You should have looped up. I should have. We gonna die anyway. Money ain't gonna pick up good. No.
Exactly. You're gonna have a lot of people who claim to be rich. They're gonna go broke in that day unless they get that chip. And many of them are going to take it. And when their life is threatened, they feel that they can use money to their advantage. Well, I'll give you this gold, man. Just please spare me my life, man. I'll give you my food. I'll even give you my wife. They want your life, man. Because the Lord is going to put a fierce spirit on them to come down upon you wicked ass Jake, man. A fierce spirit.
And again, if you come up to Esau with some coats, we gonna kill you. We gonna confiscate it from you. We ain't gonna let you operate with that. We gonna kill you.
You know why? Another reason we know a lot of these people gonna take the chip, like I said, because what was the biggest fear of when that shit happened to Hurricane Katrina, when they got doing them finger camps. A lot of them are saying now that I never got my kids back, my kids went missing. So Esau can say, look, we can solve this problem, we can ship them up. They snap them up and put them in the FEMA camps, they're going to get their kids shipped, man. I'm like, so your kids won't go
That's
missing.
part of the problem when you go in there. You're getting that chip line.
That's wonderful. Yeah, they gonna chicken.
They gonna get the chip line once you come in. If you want something to eat and all that, you gotta get that
Shower line and chip line. Like, you want something?
line.
Hey, you want?
Because they gonna have all that food smelling good, but you gotta get this line first.
You gonna want some of that dry ass roast beef and gravy with rice?
That government GI issue, that government issue.
Yeah, me and you goddamn fucking grammar school lunch in there, man. You gonna take a chip for that?
And a lot of people are going to be deceived because they're going to turn a lot of these Walmarts into FEMA camps. So a lot of people may go into Walmart thinking they're going to buy some food. They're going to be locked in there. Once you go in, you ain't going to come out. You're going to see a lot of men in there with military suits. You're going to have different lines. You're going to have a line for the guillotine. You're going to have a line for the chip stations. You're going to have a line to just get locked up, man. And it's going to be one of them situations where your faith will be tested. But in that day, the scriptures talk about, don't think about what you're going to say. Because it's going to be the Holy Spirit that's on you that gives you the words to say. That gives you the boldness. Okay?
Somebody get Revelation 3. And also find the one in Ezra and the Apocrypha when it tells you that you want to put that faith in your house like whatever you found it. Because now it's coming time that, like the brother said, that brothers, man, it's very possible that we get snatched up. You know what I'm saying? And you brothers, man, you brothers out there, man, you really got to count the cost of what we get. Because now that this thing is out here, that CNN shit is viral. They still talk. Hey, you got fucking whistleblowers talking about it, man. You know, on their little platforms saying how the Hebrew Israelites is racist, this and that. This truth is out the bag, man. And that's what Esau does. His media he uses to demonize you. And when he uses to demonize you, then he can execute the plan. Because what he had to do, and I always say this, in order for his plan to work, in the public, you got to get public opinion on his side first. He's got the people. Because, hey, we don't have public opinion on our side at all. You ask anybody out here, we're the problem. You know? We're the problem. Keep looking over here. Why is that? You see, she must like somebody over here or something. Man. Yeah. Probably.
This
probably
is
somebody to buy some.
Luke 21 and 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
Right, synagogues, man. Your synagogues in today's your modern day courts.
And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer.
Right, don't meditate what you're gonna answer, because if you go in there premeditating this and that, and ultimately those words don't come out of your mouth because the spirit left you.
Yeah, so don't be arrogant saying, man, if Esau tries to come to me with that shit, I'm gonna say, fuck you, Esau, shove it up. You don't know what you're gonna say. The spirit of cowardice might come upon you. You might take that shit. Peter didn't believe he was gonna deny the Lord 3 times, and he did. So you have to be humble, man, and just hope that the Lord keeps you in that spirit not to take that shit.
You can easily bitch up real quick. You can easily bitch up, man. That's right. It's like, oh shit. But my thing is this: if you stay in the spirit of the Lord, man, they got you in this predicament for a reason, and it's not to let you go free. Remember that. You gotta tell them what it is, man. Fuck it, you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, basically you gotta be in the mindset. So like, you gotta be in the mindset where really you gotta go. If Esau roll on us, man, I'm gonna be looking forward to God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be looking forward to nothing else but God. You know what I'm saying? And if
that's why the scriptures talk about not living your life till death.
Exactly.
Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
All right, and we're going to go back to that. I want to piggyback off this precept real quick, and we're going to hit that right back. This is the book of Acts 5, and I'm going to start at 40. It says, matter of fact, 39, it says, and if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest ye have been even to be found fighting against the Most High. And to him they agreed when they had called the apostles and beating them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shai and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. Hey, bring that right back out, man. That's perfect.
Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yep, and it started with this, the mark of the beast here, this RFID chip, man. This is gonna be the hour that's gonna test every single being on this planet, man. And hey, I'm gonna tell you straightforward like this: majority of the people go fold, starting with these fake ass niggas that call themselves Israelites, man. Majority of you niggas, you gonna fold, man, because it's more Israelites than not that's teaching against the chip, man.
Hell, they already telling us to stop banging on Esau because they gonna come at us.
Well, you know what? It's because you bitch made, man. And for one thing, when have the prophets ever watered their message down for some fucking movie? Why do you think Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego got put in the furnace of flames, man? Because they didn't bow down to the fucking king, man. And it's the same thing here. You see, you got these Facebook lookalikes that sit back behind a house on the couch and talk shit on the internet. See, these niggas are good as long as they can keep, as long as they know they Israelites in America, that's it. They don't want the kingdom, they don't want clean women, they don't want clean food, they don't want a royalty, they don't want none of that shit. As long as we can wake up, go to work for the fucking white man and know we're Israelites, smoke cigars and feed all goddamn day, grow fucking dreadlocks, them niggas are happy, man. And a lot of you guys, how about you now with shotgun, beat every last one of you niggas out there, man, that you playing games with the word. You think Esau gonna dissimulate us from you? The fact that you call yourself Ben Israel, what the fuck you call yourself? Nigga, you still calling yourself an Israelite. Like you got these Yeshua movement niggas, man. You niggas are done, man. You niggas are not the prophets, alright? The Lord ain't dealing with you niggas. And Yahweh Shai got each and every last one of you clowns slated for death, man.
That's right.
Now argue with that, you bunch of fucking phonies.
That's right. You got Jakes that walk past the camp, been walking past the camp for years now, still not even inquiring of the Lord, man. The Lord about to kill you niggas, man. You think you about to just walk up and down the streets all day, feeding your bellies, doing whatever the hell, you're meeting your agenda, but not inquiring what the Lord requires of you, man. The Lord about to kill you, so
guy named Benjamin the Youngest, and he was over Judea at the time. And the emperor at the time was Emperor Trajan. And basically, when Benjamin the Younger had wrote a letter to the emperor, he said, how you want me to deal with these so-called Christians? And he was like, I've been testing on the seed, and they're going to worship their image or not. But I heard that real Christians are stubborn. And he was like, if they stubborn, they will not bow down to your image and they won't curse the name of Christ. But if they do, that means you're not a real Christian, so I just let you go.
Hey, that one chick on the golden age, that one he was like 75 years old, and they beat the shit out of him. Like, and they came to with the taxi, man, because they was like, look, you got to contribute to this society. He didn't want to do it. He's like, I'm not giving arms to the society, man. They beat him to the edge of his life. He said, just give one tight, one penny. Jake wouldn't budge, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of going to what, that's two different times, but
But the same thing. That's the same reason why did they throw Daniel in the lion's den? Because he wouldn't worship. He wouldn't bow down and worship the image, man, of the king. Was it Nebuchadnezzar? Was it the Persian rulership at that time, kingdom? Because Daniel was in Babylon.
He was during the time of the Babylonians and the Persians.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why they threw him in the lion's den, because he, you know.
Yep, gone.
They seen him praying 3 times a day, and they was like, hey, go and worship that guy. They was like, nah.
Yeah. That's why they threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire, man. Because they wouldn't bow down to the image of the Babylonians. And that, you know what, that's the spirit, man. Like, remember you did the lesson, I got a bunch of lessons you put out, but it was picking back off what I did. Yeah. It's called Jakes Are Scared. A lot of these guys ain't scared, man. You know, because they're not in this thing for face value. They in it because it's popular. That's one thing about niggas. They always want to go with the movie or the book. And when it ain't popular no more, then all of a sudden they don't want to deal with it. Like, say for instance, Islam become another thing, a phenomenon. Have these niggas that know they Israelites go, oh, we Muslims again. We niggas ain't about the truth, man. They scared. Banging on Esau. Look, the scriptures say, look, prophecy against Mount Seir, man. And set thy face against Mount Seir and prophecy against it. And that's what we're doing.
A lot of these dudes is just scared. Think Esau gonna roll on y'all. Y'all can't be out there condemning him, man. What happened? What you just read when Peter and the other apostles was prophesying, they got locked up, man. The angel freed them out of the prison. What they do? They went right back to prophesying, man. So you gotta have faith, man. You gotta believe in these things, man.
It's not in America too, because Esau, he put his seed into every nation. So basically, I got the chart to where basically it shows the difference between the northern Indian people and the southern. And remember, Alexander the Great, when he went to Babylon, he stopped the Indians. But that whole time, his soldiers were taking the palm, and it was very wrong, you know what I mean? So Esau got a seed in every nation. Just like how Mordecai, when he was talking about how that he was Edomite, and that's why he hated his people so much. That's why he was trying to persecute him. And that was all the way in Persia.
Yeah, and that's why you got something that's called the Taj Mahal, man. A lot of those people that set up in the Taj Mahal are Edomites.
And that's why the Lord gonna have to, when he come back with some person, he's gonna separate. You know?
Backing up what you just said, this is James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you either in this thing or you not. Ain't no halfway in, halfway out Israelites gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. When Yahweh Shai had to endure, man, you have no idea the brutality that man had to face. You got niggas out here playing games, thinking this is about fame, this is about trying to get everybody to like you, this is about trying to make friends. Fuck every goddamn body playing with this truth, man.
That's right.
All you straddling fence Israelites, you know, want to be Israelite when it's convenient and good for you, and then when it's not,
That's right.
Hey,
Still there.
hey, it's Zabak, man. Hey, you finished, man. Fucking nigga.
That's Zabak is not against the Lord.
Zabak, you a leader.
Bill.
Teach against the mark of the beast. And you know better, Zabak. And all them guys that follow you, man. Hey, the motorcycle, that dude, wait with him all the way from TV to Adam Ragged Ass Abby. What's that other nigga that's upstart? Flaming Fire, all you niggas that branch off fucking House of Israel, all of the Lord gonna disintegrate all you niggas, man. That ain't right, man. And that's why we always say, man, the spirit of the Lord is with GMS, man. And you don't like it, oh well, fuck you. Period.
Yeah. That name is not spiritual because the Lord ain't with the whole house of Israel. He's only coming for the elect.
Bingo, brother. That's beautiful. Con. Right. That's the spirit. All right, let's go through the camps. All right, you got armies of Israel. Okay. One thing, Israel, we don't have an army. We're a spiritual army. You got house of Israel. The Lord ain't with the house of Israel. You got Israel united in Christ. The Lord don't build with Christ. Okay. You got House of David, HODC. Them dudes don't even teach on the mark of this. You got Great Millstone, protesting the scriptures. You got GOCC, gathering for the common. What is it? Gathering common Christ. Let go that you're in Christ. Is it Yeshaya, Ahaya, or Christ? Which one is it?
This is
Hey, you dudes gonna stop playing with the Lord, man.
This is 2 Thessalonians 3:6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the tradition which he received of us.
Okay, so think about this, right? Gun range niggas, right? One nigga hop on a comment board and gonna say something, well, how come we can't have guns? We never said you couldn't have guns, but when you push that as doctrine, then that's when it becomes a problem, man. Yeah. That's a problem, man, because for the simple fact, coincidentally, these niggas go to gun range and all of a sudden they getting publicized by CNN, and then you got that dude, Chief Ephraim, that's being interviewed by the fucking devil. Then you gonna say we some zealots? Some zealots? Come on, man. That's not a coincidence.
They started with black identity extremists before that. That right off of it.
So they demonizing this truth, man. So anybody they see on the street with garments off back, real radical, man. And then you got them UPK niggas, man.
Them niggas are wicked beasts.
Yeah, them niggas are wicked. Go ahead,
It's 1 Corinthians 1:10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that you speak the same thing.
That's right. You speak the same thing, man. But how y'all know y'all got the true doctrine? Well, because the words we speak is of Yahweh Shai, and they come to pass, man. We've been saying for ages that they was going to promote the chip. Now look at it. We've been telling you that Nate and the whole IUIC going to fall. That shit falling. And that's just to name a few.
And yet, that there be no division among you, but that we be perfect joined together in the same mind and the same way.
Right, and they cut that Trinity shit right there because that's talking about the brotherhood, man. Like Yahweh Shai said, he said, I pray the Father, so they may be as one as you and I are. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we all on one accord. At least we're supposed to be. Because if any brother up here come out with this doctrine, then they don't belong up here, man. You got any level other than a gospel in this sanctuary, you need to go, man. Because anything else is confusion, man. So you stay until you have the straight gate.
There's also a cut on the unity camps, man. Because how you gonna have a unity camp, man? You teach the mark of the beast. They teach the mark of the beast is spiritual. Like, how can you come together, man?
HODC does teach the mark of the beast. They don't push it.
They don't teach it. They don't teach it, man. You can know it, but if you don't teach it, you're just as guilty. That's just like calling yourself a man of the Lord, but you don't go out to the streets, man. What the Most High tell Ezekiel, he said, look, go out there and give them warning for me, man. I don't give a fuck. You can know the missiles coming all day. What good are you for the tongue?
Amos 3 and 3. And two walk together, except they be agreed. That's a rhetorical question.
No, two can't walk together unless they get agreed. Because, hey, one person want to go that way, they going to go that way. Get the far ways, man. Period. The scripture say, come not bringing this doctrine, don't forget God's spirit. Because, hey, the spirit, man, you gotta speak the words of the Lord. You gotta speak the truth, man. All right? No matter what. Go ahead, bro.
2 Corinthians 4:13. We having the same spirit of faith according as it is written, I believe and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore speak. So we all believe the same thing. That's why we teach. Okay? We don't have one leg trying to go this way and the other leg going backwards. That doesn't even make sense, man. We have to be on one accord because this is one body.
It's not conducive to the body.
Exactly. This is about order, man.
That's always Adam, y'all not the men of the Lord. You know, sons of thunder, y'all not the men of the Lord. Because that was derogatory. When Yahweh Shai called his disciples, who was it? James and John. When he called them sons of thunder, he was mocking them. He didn't say that in a good notion.
It was kind of like a joke, kind of. Called the Son of Thunder. I mean, it was like one of those cults, but it wasn't like academic type. It wasn't. It was basically like a title. Like, I might be a fiery brother. He may be a fiery brother, or you know, it depends. He may be a brother that's not very wise. You know, but he was the same, bro.
So all that whole martial art Yasharala thing is about to be put down.
Yeah, because like, how can I be confused? If you believe Cornelius is an Israelite, I believe he's an Israelite. How can we get together on that? What are we coming against? Oh, we got one common enemy, that's the white man. But let's say when a white man go down, then y'all gonna start clashing again. So it's not conducive to the body, man. All right, and this is the book of Acts.
The Sakari camp, they're not men of the Lord. None of you guys are men of the Lord.
The Sakari, you should fucking know that. Anybody out of you or everybody, you should fucking know that. You teach what you teach for the most part. Besides your little hypocritical bullshit you want to add in. And fuck you too, nigga.
But he doesn't really have integrity when it comes to our teachers, man. He just totally disregards where he learned his truth from. And that's not a humble spirit. When you look at King David and how he carried himself, even when it came to Saul, he didn't look at Saul as trying to put himself above Saul, although Saul was wicked as hell. He had integrity. And a lot of men in Israel, they lack integrity, man.
It says, then they gladly received his word, were baptized. And it says here, in the same day, they were added unto them about 3,000 souls. And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship and the breaking of bread and in prayers.
So the same mind. And that shows you the Lord can easily wake up any Israelite right now if he wanted to. He could have 1,000 people just come up wanting to learn right now if that's what he wanted. But that's not how he's moving right now. The time will come where people will come in at rapid numbers. But right now it's an act of faith. What you gonna do while it's not popular? You're still gonna go out there and teach? You're still going to show your faith, although many people will come against you and speak against you. What you going to drop the ball, or you going to keep playing in the game, man, until deliverance comes. Death or deliverance.
A lot of you niggas that come into this at the last minute, a lot of you gonna be booted right back out the door too. Hey, don't think that when this thing comes down, when this shit collapses, we gonna have wicked niggas trying to slide in. These niggas gonna get right up out the door, man. Cause hey, we really gonna be trying your spirit in that day. If you even look at a man of the Lord wrong, nigga, you out of here. Right. So, hey, in that day, who's gonna stop you from putting your ass to pasture, man? Nobody. So you better just get moving down the goddamn street, man.
Spiritual power. Which them camps don't even really push spiritual power like that. You notice that?
They don't push
Adam
black.
Abbott, HODC, Sakari, they don't really teach about spiritual powers, man. They believe in carnality. I believe that all the niggas, when shit hits the fan, they're gonna resort to using guns, weapons, carnal weapons, children. That's what they're gonna resort to. They're not gonna resort to relying on the spiritual Lord because we believe we're gonna get spiritual powers, like Moses.
This is Acts 1:8. But ye shall receive power. After that the Holy Ghost is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem, and in Judea, and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
And that's where we at. We're in the othermost part. We in the Western Hemisphere. We're in America, North America. This is the utmost part of the earth. That was written over there in the land. We on the other side, polar opposite. And another thing too, that how we know it's all aligned in the fall, because hey, these simple ass niggas, they gonna do something that's gonna make this devil break his roots. It's the same thing during the time of the Zealots. They rolled on the Romans. Hey, I mean the Romans was oppressing Jacob, but hey, these niggas took it upon themselves.
They always gotta do that when they get the point. Let's see one of them cars escape the tank. Tank gonna run right over them.
Like we were saying, the Zealots, man, they went ahead and they started trying to declare war on the Romans, man. And this is why they got taken down. Like the brother said, Adam Abbott, all you are block offshoots. All you niggas are carnal. All you gonna resort to guns, hood shit, just straight up wickedness to try to take your oppressor down. To show you that you have to pursue the road, man. Because hey, Yahushua, what did he tell Peter? He said those that live by the sword should die by the sword, man. Because for one thing, you in this man's blessing. You niggas don't have a fucking military, man. And that proves for the Israelites. Because every nation on this planet have a military. We don't. Put two and two together, man. You guys have no power. Now, if we had some type of military, you may have somewhat of a fighting chance. Because the Lord, he was with us having a military in the time of the Philistines. That's how we took them down. But during this time, we don't have that, man. We got the angels and Yahushua, man, that's going to fight for us. That's all we need.
Like I said, pray well.
Go ahead, Op.
This is Matthew 26, verse 52, actually verse 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear.
So Peter took his sword out and cut the motherfucker's ear off, man. All right, and read what Yahushua did, what he said.
Verse 52, then Yahushua said unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
There you go, man. That was a double cut right there. He cut Peter and he cut Esau, man. Because, hey, he's the one that gave Esau his blessing. If you go back into the blessing, wasn't he Isaac? What was Esau's blessing? Sure.
In that video, too, that HOI cat dude, he said in that video, he said, if you don't got a sword, go sell your sword and go buy a sword.
So wait a minute. Wait, man. Hold on, man. So you telling me I'll sell this book, they gonna give me enough money to go buy a strap?
You gotta be more spiritual. That's like Esau. That's like we can't come against Esau with his own blessing. That's like saying Esau can pick up the scriptures
Right,
and cut
hey,
us.
that's the spirit. He can't come against us for this, man. That's why Edomites be getting confounded. When they try to go into these scriptures, they can't load this gun up. They fuck around and shoot themselves, man. Esau, when Esau pick up the Bible and try to go with it, he commits spiritual suicide, man. He's putting it in his mouth. Boom!
And that's why a lot of these niggas, they just drop dead in the streets, killing each other, man. And carrying a gun, and you might have a full clip and still get put to death, man. Esau pull you over.
Sideways.
Yeah, come on. Esau pull you over, you might have a strap on you.
With Slacky, a perfect example was the first purge, right? What happened? All the niggas got strapped up to go to the projects to try to save old girl. What happened?
Blown
Esau
it out.
came down with the drone and
Wiped
mowed
them
their
all
ass
out.
down.
And what proves they can't handle the scriptures is that concept of friendly fire, you know, you go to war, you have your own troop that shoot somebody else. Well, that so-called Jew, that video that got put out the other day, or yesterday, so-called Jew went to the Auschwitz camp, and he actually exposed that the whole thing was a hoax.
Yeah.
So that's Esau. When Esau tries to be, you know, an Israelite, that was the whole thing that pissed him off, because he said he was an atheist. It wasn't Esau's spirit to naturally not have any faith in his truth. So what does he do when he tries to pretend like he's us? Then he gets exposed. Now we're getting all this exposure coming out that these so-called Jews are not the real Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. And it's a spirit because we got a Jewish law office was just here last weekend, and now that's just gone. The signs off. They done moved out. They done closed up shop. Because the whole spirit is shifting and exposing these devils. It was only 296,000 people total that died in that war, as far as being written down. And that was from the Auschwitz numbers.
And they weren't even fucking Jews. They were
Most
Germans.
of it was typhoid.
Typhus.
Also, that's also called yellow fever.
Yep,
Because they was getting lice.
They
And
changed
they
the
baths.
number too on that, because they originally said America pushes that it was 6 million
6
people
million.
that got killed, and then they changed the number over there. They said it was 4.1 million. Then the number went from 4.1 million to 1.1 million. Now they're saying, well, it was less than 1 million. So what's the truth there?
This is Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Everything's gonna come out. Like the whole thing with the Auschwitz camp. Like when they went over there, they said they didn't find any type of evidence of any type of gas torches at all. They didn't find nothing. They said that these people died from being dirty. Typhus fever. They was looking good, man. They had street food. They had McDonald's. They had all the basketball courts. It was really the Germans that was getting put to death. The same crack of time, but nonetheless, that was a complicated hoax years in advance before they even planned it out. That whole thing's been planned since the time of the Balfour Declaration before they put it into effect to put secret from the devil in the land. That was all set up to try to fulfill prophecy. But that don't line up with Jeremiah the 2nd chapter, man.
That's another thing too with this trip. Why it doesn't make
Going to
any
slavery,
sense.
boy. Going to slavery, boy.
Hey.
You ready for slavery, boy?
Mr. Burns, excellent, right?
You're an Edomite, boy.
Hey, tell CNN to get the story right.
That devil looked like Jacob Russ.
Why he fucking son? That's if you can have kids. One of my cars got all fucking dick.
That's another thing too with this chip that's coming out. You notice how it's picking up and people aren't coming against it. People are okay with it coming out. We gotta understand during the times of war, they set up concentration camps, military camps to establish free labor. They're gonna close down all the grocery stores and everything. During a time of war, you got guns blazing, troops in the streets. They're not gonna allow you to go to the grocery store and shop. That's just gonna be closed. So what did they do back during times of World War II? They had to do the exact same shit because there was wars over here. Buildings were getting blown up. People weren't allowed to go to places of merchant centers and stuff like that to get food. They had to go to camps. So you had
They got
every single-
rations. They got rationed out.
Yeah.
Take it back all the way back into then Russia, Stalin's extermination squads, man.
So the same thing's gonna happen here. So with this chip, that's just gonna be a form of having control over them camps. They want to put people in there as the ultimate slave because something's getting ready to happen. So you people got to put two and two together to really see what happened during the Holocaust and what was going on during that time period. It was a big ass war, and it wasn't just the Germans that had so-called concentration camps. The United States had concentration camps over here for the Japanese.
Yeah, they ain't out the Japanese in there, man.
They had them over here. Then you had all those different countries that was involved. Great Britain had them. France had them. They all had their form of camps set up.
Equatorial Bay is, that's Florida out of here. That's another
What they call like prisoners of war.
that's just a concentration.
That's what it was. And all they did through that history was they took pictures from all them camps, compiled it into one, and then labeled it on the Nazis. And that was used as propaganda to get the more countries involved in going to war.
But guess what? You know the Nazis is nothing but the United States government. That's all the fuck it is. Same old Nazis.
Basically ISIS.
Like Trump, man, hey, it's a fucking neo-Nazi. Bush, oh, Daddy Bush, that dude was fucked, man.
And his father.
Prescott, oh yeah.
Basically the government.
Because, hey, didn't Prescott live during the time of Hitler? He lived during that time. Shit, baby Bush.
They was doing business together.
This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So going back to what the brother was saying, long story short, this is why you can't trust the information you hear from Esau, man. A lot of our people put so much faith here in America just to constantly be lied to over and over again. It's like some prostitute who's constantly being told lies by her pimp. She wants to leave it alone, she wants to change her life, but her pimp keeps telling her things to keep her out there in the streets, belittling her so. So the same with a lot of our people. They go to Esau. Esau is just a pimp who just lies to our people, feeding them false philosophies, just to find out that most of the things that you've been taught in school, a lot of the history and things have been altered. Okay?
But that bias is better in reality.
That's right.
You know, it's like if you tell somebody McDonald's, it tastes good to him. You won't leave it alone.
And there's been human DNA found in McDonald's food.
The lie tastes so fucking good, they won't leave the shit alone.
They came out.
I think it was the brother from GTA. GTA, man, he came out with that sausage they put on his baked chicken or whatever.
He got sperm in it,
Yeah,
man.
he got human sperm in it, man.
You can actually look at it. They changed it, but if you actually look it up, because I did a Google search on it, that shit said it had semen in it, man.
That's the world we live in, man.
Go to it.
Hey,
And the scriptures talk about us eating our food defiled amongst the Gentiles. You might think you're eating healthy food, but in reality, it's totally defiled, man. You might be eating feces, man. You might be eating human DNA. You don't know. You got to get the hell up out of here. That's why it's highly important to pray over your food. I'm not talking about pray over some pork or something like that, but it's highly important to pray over your food. And that's something that I can do more too, because the food is totally defiled here in this kingdom.
yeah. Even when you try to eat healthy food, that shit is the best food.
I got a piece of food.
Go ahead, huh?
This is John 8, verse 44. It says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it."
Hey, now hold that and get John 10. Because this whole society has been perpetuated on fucking lies. Beautiful lies, man. It's like taking shit and put a gold plate over it, so I gave you some gold.
Take a shit with some whipped cream on it, chocolate dessert. Yeah.
Niggas like to lie to, man. It don't benefit to tell me. I mean, like, really, the truth doesn't benefit everybody.
Can't handle the truth.
Oh, yeah,
You
God.
need me on that hill.
Jackie Nicholson.
Yeah. You need me on that hill.
While you're getting that, I'm gonna pull out this. Okay.
John chapter 10, verse 10. It says, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy."
Read that again.
This is John 10 and 10. "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy."
Kill, to kill, and to destroy, man. That's all these cocksuckers down there that's up here. See this? These troops right here? This is basically a modern day extermination squad. They got FEMA camps open in the United States, believe it or not. Like the brother said, the Walmarts, the GM plants, like you go down there on Lee's Traffic Way, it was the old GM plant. I believe they turned it into a blackout site. They got a rail yard and everything back there. Just being and hey, remember the one, they got one in Grandview too. It was like an old Air Force base or something. Just right out, there's one in
So
Grandview.
it used to be Richard Kabar's Air Force Base, and it's shut down now, but everything is still there, though.
It's still up and
They
running.
still got the fences
Which
and
place?
stuff. So they got one of the Richard Kabar's Air Force Base used to be over there by Grandview. They closed that airport down, but now they still got the whole buildings and stuff everything over there. And they got a whole nother big ass security complex. I think it's supposed to be like some type of security headquarters for I don't know what company it is, but it's over there too in that same area. They still got all the National Guard vehicles and stuff over there too.
Hey, this shit that they building right here could be a big ass concentration camp. It says Opus Living, but it says living, dining, retail. But you know, this shit could be a big ass.
That's the spirit, because I had a dream me and Gabar was being chased by some troops in that building. Do you remember that, bro? Yeah. I told you that. It was right in this building right here. It was built like a big ass mall. A lot of these malls are going to be fucking food camps.
Persecution's coming, man. Oh, did you read that precept?
This is John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
So we need Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Esau has totally destroyed our people.
Hey, man, you see how niggas is? Niggas fan off the Lord, man.
Hey, you know you're Israelite, brother?
They don't give a fuck about that, man.
You know you're Israelite?
They don't
You
care
didn't know
about
that?
it, man. You don't care, do you?
Being an Israelite.
Exactly.
And you gonna die
That's why
then.
the Lord gonna put you to death, nigga.
Lord gonna kill you.
Nah, we
No.
ain't all gonna die.
We gonna live forever.
See, that's
Oh, no, we're not all going to
Wait.
die. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, bring the scripture out, because that's the typical nigga that's gonna die in America. It's,
We
it's
all
a
gonna
typical
die.
nigga like this, man.
That's not the case.
Yeah. So
we all- we
Hey,
all
how
gotta
many,
die.
how many Jakes you encountered that believe what we believe in?
None of
We know thousands of niggas just like you. That's why you call it 2/3.
Hey, man, just go. Just
keep it moving.
we done, man.
Hey,
Or, you know,
hey,
my-
take that energy to the same white man. You fucking pussy.
That's the spirit because of the fact I was just about to say, keep that same energy.
Hey, that's why the Lord gonna kill you damn niggas, man.
Right. Right. So according
Take
to
that
this
energy to your fucking oppressor. Them niggas quick to jump hard with the men of the Lord. When Esau pull them over, they don't say shit, man.
That's right.
You a bunch of damn cowards.
The light took off on my face of earth. And the devil was.
He had that homosexual spirit on him, man. Now, hey, the Lord gonna body you, nigga. You and your family, you nigga.
That's right.
Nigga, keep it walking, nigga.
nigga's a waste of time. Fuck that nigga.
Fuck you,
Death to that
bitch.
nigga.
Hey, that's the spirit because I was just about to say, keep that same energy you have when your Habashah returns
That's
back.
right.
'Cause most of them, they gonna, matter of fact, I don't like talking without having precept out, but they gonna sought repentance just like Esau did. Just like how Esau sold his birthright for a jelly roll, they sold their birthright for an earthly gain, for a physical possession,
There was
for
the
a
niggas that
sexual.
asked for Barabbas, man.
Yeah.
But you see the spirit, because he looked over here, he
Yeah.
started scoping.
You
little faggot.
We just said, look, you know you're Israelite.
I can just look at that.
Oh,
and
he
can
was
tell
like,
he's
he's like, you don't
I don't
care.
give a fuck about it.
Dumbass niggas, man. Go ahead, man.
This is verse 9. It says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
Yeah,
Or just
Jakes,
stole from
man.
him.
Go ahead, bro. Say so.
And then the door just closed on him, man. The door was open, wide open for him to come and inquire. And what did he do? He just kept it moving.
Yeah, he had on his barber jacket. He probably making good money being a barber. He had his beard lined up. You know, because thing is, when they living good, when they get resources, when they got a car, they totally don't care about the world. It's only when they destitute, you see a nigga get religious when he go in jail. Shit. The Lord is about to destroy you, Jakes, man. That's the spirit too, because we're talking about prophesying in all aspects, but Jake exemplified while we get on him. We
because we actually approached him in a humble manner, bro. You know, you Israelite. But the spirit put him in a web because we already, you could tell that the spirit gave like, fuck y'all doing, man. He just gave us that. I thought the nigga was gay for a minute.
I made sure he seen this, and the nigga looked at it and
You should have flipped it around, and then that nigga, I guarantee we was up here preaching white Jesus, that bitch should be up here.
Yeah, like, that show you how evil Jake is, man. Because we not doing nothing wrong. But then they look at us like, and they that shit ain't, that don't got nothing to do with it, man. They ain't talking about getting money. They ain't talking about getting bitches, so fuck them. You know?
Hey, brother, Bible shut down, please read this. May I read this?
That show you Jake is so fucking simple, man. It's more to life than money and pussy, man. That's pretty much all that Jake whole life is structured around, money and these bitches, man. Or one or the other, or chasing another man, talking fucking sports. You know, sports.
This is the book of Proverbs 1 and 22. It says here, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love my simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. That nigga didn't want to hear it. That's why the spirit condemned him, man. Because the first thing, look, he was already condemned in the spirit when he spoke this in the spirit. Right. Bitch, keep moving, man.
Then he said, the brother said he flagged the sign. He saw the sign, he saw a so-called black man on the sign being the Lord, and he did this to it.
See, if I had my way, man, I'll be fucking rounding niggas up and putting them in the fucking devil, man.
But see, he just cursed
do
himself.
that now, man.
And it says here, turn ye at my reproof, and behold, I will pour out my spirit into you, and I will make known my words unto you, you dummy. But you kept walking, bitch.
That's right. And we hope that the Lord give us spiritual power to kill these things, man.
We gonna remember him.
I really hope.
He just made the fucking Delio list, nigga. You up there with Delio now, and you said way less words than that clown. Delio, you's done, all right?
But you know what? We don't even need spiritual power for niggas like that. We do. When our hair break loose, we just kill him like that.
Hey, I'd rather milk this nigga with a fireball, man, than cut his head off.
Turn that nigga to a fucking bus tire, man. Make him out of some rubber and roll his ass down the street, man. And it says here, because they have called and ye have refused. Hey, he just fulfilled the scripture.
We gonna be beating niggas like Play-Doh. You know how you get the son play with Play-Doh, you get mash it, whatever. That's how we gonna be doing niggas, man. We gonna make a nigga pizza, man.
We gonna play kickball with niggas, man. We gonna ball them up.
We gonna ball them up, make some
I'm like,
go-off niggas.
hey, look, sometimes I play baseball. I'm gonna burn that. You're gonna be a pitcher. I'm like, hey, I don't need you to be an outfielder. Go on the other side of Kansas City, and I'm gonna hit this nigga too, bro.
Playing monkey in the middle with some niggas.
And it says, because I have called and you refused, and I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But you said, ignore all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. So I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fury comes. So when we find you dead, niggas, in the fucking back alley somewhere, with a head going up, head thrown off, we gonna laugh at your stupid ass.
The Lord might,
if
you know,
you
put
get
the
hit-
spirit on brothers to remember exactly who you was too, and laugh at your fucking corpse, man.
A close range shotgun blast actually completely blows your head off. So take all this shit. That actually literally will blow your head off if you get hit with a shotgun blast.
You know what? Niggas like that, we gonna make them bite the curve, like on American History X. Make them bite the curve.
They call it the guillotine.
Good for you, nigga.
Precept, John 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had. Let me start over. John 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no hope for their sin.
These dudes ain't got no proof for sin. Say the Lord words. It came to him, and it's the fact that he didn't even have to hear the whole gospel. It's the fact that he rejected before he heard it. So you done, nigga.
Whether you do it or not, you was witnessing the prophet. You go up and reject it.
On the block, they're just selling
Bang your
drugs.
head at it.
You gonna
Like,
yeah, that's exactly what he did. Like, what Black Ram calls Thuggo from Black, nigga gonna get put to death, man. Quit too, bro.
Most High may raise up a gang of Edomites to beat us and kick his ass.
Man, they don't do that faggot down there too, motherfucking Cisco down there.
We see a lot
That's
more
a-
women
that's a
than men
dude.
out here, man. So that's the spirit too, because these women gonna flock to us.
all hell breaks loose.
That's what the spirit is. That's how it's set up.
We go get our pick of this. Let's go get the fire.
This is Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake or prevent us. And that nigga was careless as hell, man. He acting like we ain't even standing here. He has better things to do, so he thinks.
Right.
The Lord gonna curse him, man. And if he has a woman, she gonna fuck around and leave him now. Okay? The Lord gonna bring terror to this man. He's the king of terror. You know, that's right, the Lord did the last laugh, man. The Lord did the last laugh. So right now, you know, we're made mockery, people scoff at us, ha ha, he, that's cool.
That nigga don't know he killed his whole family like that. Yeah, he looked at genocide on his own from the
That's brutal. Go ahead.
Alright, so this is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 13. Matter of fact, verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
So everything is four. When everything kind of like up, down, left, right. You got balance, man. You got us. You got these wicked ass niggas, man. Like you can't have fucking left without right. It don't make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a foot without a hand. You don't have a right foot without a left foot unless you're doing the main. So therefore, you got us that's opposing to these niggas out here, man. Like we're a thorn in their side, man. We're literally a thorn in the side of these niggas, man. Like only we got to get these prophets out the way. How can we get them out the way so we can continue our business, man? That was the whole reason why they crucified Yahushua. They wanted to get him out the way because they were losing money. The Pharisees that was in league with the fucking Romans, they're like, look, we got to get this nigga out of here, man. You know, because before Yahushua came on the scene, man, you had the office of the scribe and the Pharisee. They were making good money on the street. Like that nigga Nate, man. Hey, how long Nate been in the truth? How long he been making money off this devil? Nate's a fucking millionaire right now. And you know who's a thorn in his side? Ultimately, Yahushua. But his men he set up. Because them niggas went extreme measures to try to expose us, man. They even hooked up with the Avengers. They're going a slander campaign against us. That's why brothers' information is being put out at the magnificent rate that it was. Because the sister brought it out. She said basically IUIC is the YouTube police, man. They got hold of pretty much every account. They know who is who. They know you, man.
Even if you turn back, it's too late. They know you.
They got, and just a matter of time for these little roaches come from under the refrigerator. Because when Esau was rounding up, you're going to have niggas right and cut. Oh, there they go right there. Right. But the dummies don't realize that the so-called white man using you to throw your ass in there right along with us. Because what happened, man, when Judas, after he betrayed the Lord, he felt bad about it. Hey, look, you try to get him money back. Ain't your fucking money, man. Get your ass out of here. You sold out. And he went to hang himself.
And when he hung himself, all his bowels exploded out of his belly, man. Beautiful.
And that's the worst type of condemnation you ever get into yourself. When you condemn them yourself, nothing can come like that. Judas, that death, that fist was perfect. No, a centurion coming behind him, or cutting his head off, beating the shit out of him, not been horrific enough. The Lord chose a perfect monster for that nigga. You know, don't be so-called white people ain't nothing to do that. You know, people saying that over and over again, exposing it. That's being the devil.
That's something that the so-called white man allowed. In the 1800s, all the way up until the 70s, man, these women had dresses. Now these bitches want to wear pants.
But that's the spirit out now. You say something. I don't think I seen not one dress out here.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
This is the thing there, bro.
All the milk pants. That's all they want.
Yeah, at least the ancient Romans and Greeks had women in dresses.
Bitches want to show that to you.
They don't want you to touch it.
And I want to bring this out real quick. This is the book Sirach 10, and I'm starting on 1. It says, a wise judge would instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right? And the white man is an unwise judge, man. Because look, we got faggots out here.
That's what I'm calling up the job.
faggot. You got Squeaky, you got this faggot right here, man.
It always Jake to show his ass. Always gotta be Jake to show his ass.
You gotta let everybody else. You gotta let everybody know he's a fucking faggot, man. And then you got the black bitch over there that think it's cool. She vouched for the wickedness of these niggas, man.
Hey, you know what that is? That's a fatherless household right there. That's why Jake is. Look up the statistics. I remember I sent the picture yesterday. Majority of these niggas that ain't shit come from not having a daddy, man.
Hey, Gabar. Remember today what the brother was, they say they blame Jake for everything. Fatherless homes, if the kid come out fucked up, it's the nigga fault. If the kid is there, if the father is there and the nigga end up being a loser, it's the father's fault. You fuck either way it go, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, these bitches, man, they don't fucking get a trophy. They don't take no score for shit, man. Because half these women out here, that's why them niggas be in jail, man. Single homes, single parent homes. Nigga where he grew up being gay, a faggot, you know what I'm saying, a murderer, he's a fucked up nigga in the world. He grew up being that. And yet, it's always the man's fault. If the man is in the life, or you should have been there to raise him up as a man.
Right, but who put him out of the home though? It's the mother that kicked his ass out.
Being a demon.
And walked out on him.
Wait a minute. What's the scripture when it's stated that the curse of the mother will put out foundation, the blessing of the father that established houses, man? And it says here, and as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So what manner of a man is the rulers of the city is such all they are that dwell therein.
Esau set up wicked officers like these cops and these magistrates and court system. They're in the same mind as the so-called Jew. You know, because they persecuted them with the child support system, the jail system that locks up our people at an alarming rate, which is, what is it called? 13 Amendment slaves? Is that what the amendment is? 13 Amendment slaves, man.
They're totally fucked up Judah too.
Yeah. That's where you get the chain gang, the concept of the chain gang from, because that's what the prisoners wore suits that looked like black and white bars. And they would chain Judah up by the ankle and have them out there busting bricks down, man. Building a lot of 13 Amendment slaves, which were, and a lot of them, they got locked up on false charges, man. So a lot of those jakes that was locked up helped build the fucking railroads, man. Even the railroad system across Kansas City. Those were locked up jakes that did that stuff. So this place is completely wicked, but you don't have our people out here crying out about it. They love this shit, man. That's why Jake have to die, man. Jake have to die.
That's right. 2/3 of you niggas gotta go. Go hope for your ass.
And it says, an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man.
And the prudent ones is gonna get set up as the elect, man. Because prudence goes into having foresight to understand what's gonna happen before it happens. So you weigh all your actions and judgment according to the results. See, Esau, he knows the results of what he's doing. He knows that the BPA is going to turn men feminine and women masculine, but he doesn't care. He just puts it out there with no recognition of the effects it's going to have on his society. It's literally, he decays his own kingdom. He destroyed his own kingdom that he made over. That's called being unprudent, being dumb.
Right.
And that same verse say, why is earth and ashes brown?
Yeah, because hey, the way that fat bitch, she remind me of that fat nigga woman in the Persian when she said she almost shit on herself. Right. Oh wow.
But you got this Gillette commercial which promotes the concept of toxic masculinity there. How the hell can masculinity be toxic when all this toxicity is arising on the earth by way of feminism, man? By way of women getting rights in the North. How can masculinity be toxic? No, it's toxic because Esau, the so-called Jew, really wants the average man
to be a cuck like these two faggots across the street. He want every man to be like that. These two fucking faggots.
Yeah,
man,
that's
out here.
embracing your manhood.
Yeah, that's being a man. Esau wants to define being a man as being a sucking dick, man. Being a faggot, embracing the feminine side. Which it ain't nothing masculine about being a homosexual, man.
That's right, man.
Being a homosexual is the worst detestable thing on the planet. But that's 80% of these fucking men out here, man. Nothing but faggots, man. That's right. Switching up and down the streets, man. You Jake should be ashamed of your damn self, man. All this damn homosexuality going on. And then you got 50% of Jakes dying of AIDS, man, that are into that lifestyle. So shouldn't that tell you that lifestyle is something fruity? That if the chances are so high of you getting a deadly disease, that you shouldn't be doing it? God, Jake don't think like that, man. They're wicked, they're disgusting, and they need to go.
That's the perfect.
Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of oak.
So the Lord is making a man more precious than fine gold. A real man. Like the Maccabees brothers, man, who was able to wage war against the Greeks. You know? Those men like that are getting raised up right now by getting this truth. Because the world teaches you to be a fucking faggot, man. And we gonna be more precious than gold, man.
But you can see the Lord has set this thing up perfectly, though.
I love seeing that goddamn, what's that Eddie Longstroke shrivel up and die. I love looking at that faggot. He's all big and proud, and then you saw him, he's all humbled and shriveled up as a raisin. Then he got humbled. He got humbled then when he got shriveled up.
That motherfucker looked like a microwave bag of potato chips. And y'all remember, like, back in the day, they used to, like, microwave the potato chip bags and make them keychains, how they shrivel up and shit. That's what Eddie Longstroke looked like, man. And this nigga looked like the size of fucking Cheetos. Now he's small as fucking damn thing, man.
Hey, that's what he was.
He's all proud, big,
big, filling up with cheese.
Lord shriveled his ass up.
Good burger.
Lord know how to humble.
He's trying to lie and say, he's on a diet. He's trying to lie and say he's on some special diet.
And we all have eggs.
He's on that AIDS diet, nigga.
Hey, man. Hey, line up, man. Hey, man. We put some curses on these things, man. Hey. Yehovah, Bashir, Yahushua, Shalak, Rael, Wah, Anashim, Wah, Haragia, Wah, Washapaya, Ow, Ko, this, nigga, mate, Yehovah, Bashir, Yahushua, destroy that piece of shit, man. You gon' fucking die, you nigga. Lord gonna take your ass out. Now put that shit on the fucking CNN. We sit up here trying to teach the word of the Lord, and you got niggas like that want to scoff and talk shit. This nigga don't even know who he is. I bet you the dummy put fucking African American on his job application. Piece of shit. You're probably a faggot too, man. You fucking homo. On your bitch rolled his fucking eyes like a woman, man. Faggot ass pussy.
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
So that lets you know that society is not in the spirit of the Most High.
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, and that's another thing for you fucking clowns out there that say you cursed out crack. We curse out niggas too, man. We don't give a fuck about 2/3 of these people on this side, because they gotta go. Because they're part of the problem, man. They gotta go, man.
We never had a king of music waiting on these fucking jakes, man. He never come in. We waiting on a nigga like that.
It's Stephon right there. That's that new nigga name, Sweet Stephon, man.
Niggas like that make you want to get carnal, man. Because if I swear, if I was in the spirit, man, I'll kick it
Over there and knock his fucking head off his shoulders, man. Last thing we need to do is be on another, be on part of some shit. We gotta be spiritual.
IUIC, you gotta love niggas like that. that just throw away the gospel. You don't even want it.
Hey, the prophets, we ain't losing this time, man. You niggas, you had 6, 7 captivities of your bullshit. We ain't dealing with it no more, baby. It ends here. We gonna get the last laugh this time, buddy. You better believe that. And all you niggas that got a problem with us, hey, the Lord gonna visit each and every last one of you in due time.
Chapter 2, verse 15. For so the will of Yahweh that was well doing, you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men.
God, so, hey, we putting their bullshit to silence with this word. Because this word is something that cannot be gainsaid or resisted. So that's what the Lord said. They give us a love that our enemies do not gainsay nor resist. So when we bring out this word, they have no common message but to get carnal with us. You see? Because condemnation, that's not an easy feeling. That's not something that you can take lightly being condemned. But we have the Spirit of the Lord backing us up, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't use your fucking clothes. Come out, thank us. Get the fuck out of here.
That's the same thing to the curb.
Hey, y'all, get your fat, nasty ass out of here.
Yeah, that cheerleading bullshit. Yeah. As soon as she heard the message, oh, that's going out the window.
Right, you thinking nothing, but you ain't gonna take heed of the message.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't gonna turn your life around, so fuck you, man. Excuse my French. Swat you, bro. You got it, man. Just kind of out, just no spirit.
That's why you gotta get out here. Look, you got a pregnant woman with a cigarette in her hand, man.
Oh, man. Hey, you damaging your fetus, man.
Hey,
You damaging your fetus with that cigarette, man.
That's okay if our baby come out with
gotta-
2 heads.
you gotta be
Blame
able
her
to
fucking
handle
mom.
it.
Anyway, so fuck that baby.
They believe in having baby. They probably sister and brother. That's probably his baby in there. Bunch of fucking incest babies.
Wow, this place got gold.
God, man.
That's child abuse. Hey, but you can, man,
I'm like, God. And
it's a wasted breath.
No wisdom.
Talking to this fucking
You see why Jeremiah saying, you know, hey man, matter of fact, let me bring this up.
He had a cigarette in his hand too, man.
Hey, this is the book of Isaiah 66, and I'm gonna start at, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at Isaiah 65, and I'm gonna start at, let me start at 11. It says, are ye that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, that furnish the drink offering into that number?
So that's represents these jakes. They're putting all their spirit into this world, man.
God.
They forget this. They forget the real men of the Lord, and then they choose fake gods, man. Which they number one god is the white man. So Serapis Christus, man.
Con, and it says here, and it says, therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer, when I spake.
So Jacob's gonna bow down to the slaughter because when the Lord called you right now, the prophets didn't listen. So you're gonna bow down when you get put to death. That's when you're gonna bow down. Because the Lord is calling for his people to bow down to his majesty. Our king coming riding on the clouds. Just like he came riding on the ass, he's coming this time riding on the cloud. And all those in Jerusalem that don't bow down to the king is going to get put to death in the day of slaughter, the day of Jacob's trouble. Because that's the day we're going to see bodies dropping. It said their carcasses shall be as dung upon the earth, man. Just like in Bird Box, they was just running over dead bodies. That's going to be these people, man. There's going to be thousands of dead niggas out here. Dead women, dead babies, dead 5-year-olds, man.
Motherfuckers just bugging out, running out in the middle of the street and get hit by a car.
Yeah, that's that scripture when the Lord said he should bring his spirit upon you. I'll read this real quick. And it says here, but did evil before my eyes and choose that wherein I delighted not.
Yeah, so they do evil all day, every damn day. Doing drugs, selling drugs. Now it's the drug culture, like this nigga Future, man. That's all this nigga talk about is fucking drugs, man, and taking niggas' bitches.
I heard that nigga Chicago 69, he played guilty.
Yeah, oh, he's getting judged, man.
Done.
Got him, bro.
Because he ran into the brother in Hawaii, and he
Yeah.
basically fed him, so good. In fact,
Yep.
good for you, all right?
They used to always want to see that nigga's downfall, man, because he was too private. That's a proud ass nigga.
That's beautiful. That's two niggas the Lord took out that I hated the most in the music market. Tekashi 6ix9ine and XXX. Them two motherfuckers I put faces in. At least 5 or 6 times.
And the Lord took dead all the niggas out there, man. Future, Migos, all these niggas gonna be brought down, man. Every last one of you. The scripture say the daughters of music should be brought low.
Hey, that bitch ass nigga Andy Mineo too. You got it coming.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. But you put that fucking
Christian
video out
rapper.
there.
Fuck that dude.
And they also need to kill Kid Boo. He got
Right, yeah. Oh, he's worse. He's worse than Tekashi 6ix9ine. He just sucks at rapping too, man. This is the book of Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them.
So right, that movie Bird Box, and they was seeing the spirits, man. You couldn't see what they saw, but the Lord was bringing in delusions.
It's like that whole movie is based on that scripture, right?
Yeah, man. That was a heavy movie. You seen it out? Bird Box, yeah, that shit was heavy, man. I was watching it with my used to be a demon, and I told this yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, she was really on the couch.
Right.
And then the women are so fucking being a bigger demon. Like more important, man. Because look, to show you how the Lord, you know, I'm using my example for, my situation as an example. That sleeping bitch, right? My little daughter hearing voices. I'm gonna cast a demon out, but she gonna buck up against me. But you know what I thought about? I said the Lord don't want me to take the demon out. He's leaving them to be destroyed.
That demon that's whatever is going to make it raised up, you know. Yeah, I just made a video going into how the Lord going to raise serial killers back. Right. It seems like they all disappeared. Like Wesley Allen Todd, you know, Ted Bundy. Yeah, they making a movie about Ted Bundy. That's the spirit. Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes and chose that which I delighted not. Right, so the Lord don't delight in your damn Thanksgiving, man. He don't delight in your Valentine's Day celebrations, man, when you take your steak-ass women out to dinner in the movie. He don't delight in none of the things the Israelites are doing right now. You're not keeping none of the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord told you to do, man. Brother already brought it out to give him the camp that this is what you do so you can prolong your life. You're doing everything to shorten your lifespan. A lot of these Jake's going to die within the next couple of every hour long as it is legal. You know? Your life's about to get ended. You're not going to die old, peaceful, you know, death. Like the men of the Lord. Some of the men of the Lord, like King David or Moses, they died old because they actually walked in the Lord's ways. So they had a longevity on the earth. But if you Jakes, you choose to be wicked, you choose to be on the borders, Jake is stunning each other. Oh, nigga, these are names, nigga. These, you know, nigga, this is family, nigga. Jakes, man, you about to get put to death. Right along with your daddy, the so-called white man. The so-called white man gonna get raised up to kill you, and the so-called white man is gonna get killed his damn self. You know? It's gonna be nothing but death out here, man. One word to describe the future is death. Great death. All capital letters, just death. Because death angels about to get raised up, spirits about to get raised up, dogs, alright? Birds, the birds of the day, this is actually gonna be birds attacking people, eating, pecking. And ravens, man, your brothers gotta look up them ravens and the crows, those are fearsome birds. You know, a lot of people got them as pets, but you know what? They're gonna be eating their ass too. You know what I'm saying? And those birds, they flock, they fly in formation, and they flock up to hundreds of birds. And what they gonna do if you walking down the street by yourself, man? They're gonna fucking kill your ass. Them birds gonna peck out your eyes. They're gonna peck out your lips, man. They're gonna kill you, man. Especially during a famine.
Yeah. Because hey, the scriptures say that they should be fouled. The carcasses should be for the fowls of the air.
Yeah.
So I got a precept. This is the book of 2 Ezra 8 and 50. It said, "For many great misery should be done to them that dwell in the latter times, and should dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
Because they so damn proud, because they so proud, they about to get judged, man. Great miseries, man. No food, no water, no heat, no electricity, even no clothes in some cases. You know, no change of clothes. You don't wear the same clothes from one time when Jacob cut their hands until when this time. You know what I'm saying? Be dirty as all hell. You know the movies like shit hit the fan, everybody be fucking dirty. That's how people go. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be able to take a bath. You gonna be having women out here on their periods, stinks, smelling like the damn garbage disposal.
Where you actually see their blood running for
Yeah.
Because they ain't wearing dresses.
Smell like a septic tank. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you can have women that's on their mission, got maggots.
On dry skin. They gonna be able to put on no lotion. Their skin gonna be dry.
It's really going to be happening.
You can see it, man.
You got flies on the black fly that parasites that lay themselves into your skin. They come out and they leave these gaping ass holes. Like, you know how you get a hole from a dick?
Right,
You get like a dime-sized hole, and picture hundreds of them with just maggots just wiggling in the shit.
Right. That's disgusting.
That goes into one
Kind of like a spider bite.
Yeah, you got black fly.
Boils.
Out of the creatures out of the bottom of the pit, and we got a piece on people for 5 months straight.
Well, those creatures with the bottomless pit, that's going into Europe, and that 5 months is really going into the time of World War I. Because it's all good. It's all good, bro. But metaphorically speaking, you can see the judgment behind it.
Good.
No, you good.
I got a precept for you too. This is the book of 2 Kings.
As it goes into the locust.
That's why we gotta get judged.
Yeah, man. Because and the locust really is talking about those planes and so forth. Like, you ever went into the history of Kaiser Wilhelm? If you look up that history up during the time of World War I.
We're gonna talk about that later.
This is the book of.
I remember we kept the trash over here, man. I remember in the park, that's him.
What up, man? How you guys? Yeah. Hey, hey, come back, man. You still believe in Christ? Huh? Come on, man. Hey, nigga, man.
You know, he probably stopped being a pastor. I'm a nigga.
He dropped the ball.
He like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna be a nigga. I'm just gonna be a complete nigga. Shit, you tell how he was leaning. He like his pipe smoking and shit.
He's like a hot type nigga.
Hey, because if you're a pastor, all you do is a glorified people.
Come on, man.
Oh, he said you gotta work.
He full-fledged nigga now.
He fell out of the Christian church.
Right.
Hey, how can you fall out of not the truth, man?
They fall out every day. That shit, 'cause they just niggas.
Christianity is taking a hit.
Dusty ass
He was a nigga when he came up in the parking or something, man.
Yeah, he was.
nigga. You know what the fuck he was talking
He's
about.
a part-time nigga pastor. So.
Yeah, he just,
That
that's a
nigga,
hustle.
he probably got a little fucking garage church
Yeah,
on 52nd and Prospect.
That's exactly what he got.
Nigga probably teach a sermon out of a fucking.
Forefront.
Hey, he probably teach a sermon out of a fucking car lot, man.
You know, he hustling like about 20 members, you know, getting their money from him.
Car lot preacher, man. You say, hey, his car,
He
hey,
get off on that.
hey, his cars won't start up, but he'll give you that Jesus sermon in a minute, man. Straight up.
You got about 20 members, you get about $150.
Drinking on big fried 30 of Coke, under 35 on some weed.
Some pork, eating some ribs.
Nah,
Nigga about to go get him some Arthur Bryant's ribs.
Man, hell yeah.
I think he was complaining about this, like, oh, nothing wrong.
He did.
Yeah, he was like, ain't nothing wrong.
He looked like a pig, man. He looked like a pork,
I guarantee he went in that pizza shop. I guarantee
I
you.
think
Come
Come
on,
on,
come on,
come
every
on.
abomination. You gonna have
Come on,
pork, sausage, fucking pepperoni.
He got supreme
Then
pizza.
he gonna come out with a straight up a pig supreme, man. Ain't gonna be not one, ain't gonna be no olive oil, no beef, man. No onions, just straight fucking anchovies and fucking
We're
pork.
gonna cut a side of the pig and throw it on that motherfucker.
Man,
This is jigsaw. Disgusting. Because they say if you like the taste of pork, you like the taste of human meat.
Yeah, because
It tastes the same.
it's similar. A lot of old tattoo artists, they used to practice doing that work on pork skin because their skin is similar to human anatomy. And a lot of cannibals have mentioned how, okay, go ahead.
you got it, bro.
A lot of cannibals have mentioned how pretty much pork tastes similar to people.
Right. So if you eat a pig with bacon, like what kind of
Might as well. Hell, the mafia was known to even feed dead bodies to the pigs to get rid of them. And then the people would eat them. So it's just totally fucked up.
Yeah, for all you fucking leather-faced niggas out there that wanna kill people, hey, buy a fucking pig, a hog barn, man. That's how you dispose your evidence.
That's gonna be a smooth transition for these people. They don't got no food. They just gonna be eating people. The first targets is gonna be the women. People ain't shit kids. Babies.
Yeah, them little chicken McNugget
Little
motherfuckers,
babies.
they gonna eat them low.
Hey, I can get that.
The only children or the sons and daughters that's gonna be protected is the men of the wilderness. Because you know what? These little demons, they was demons in their past life. They was niggas
Coming back over and
back
over
in the
again.
back in the 70s and 80s, stabbing and shooting each other. Now they back as like 5-year-olds here to get judged. A lot of them niggas go back to that time. Or even in the ancient world when they killed the prophets, you know. They said, let his blood be upon our children. When Yahushua was crucified, and they totally disregarded what was going to happen to them because they didn't believe it. So now you're going to see what that curse is really meant for you. When you are your children is dropped dead.
This precept goes with exactly what you're saying. Right? This is 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him and said up unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of Yahweh. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood and tear 42 children of them.
Right, so Elisha put up the curses on that damn nigga, kill children, man. You got nothing but niggas out here today, man. Nothing but niggas, man. So we gonna put the same curses on you in the time of spiritual powers, and it's gonna just happen. We gonna pray the Lord.
Yes, the Lord kills children too. That shows.
I was going to say too, because we was just talking about how the animals and stuff going to be tearing people up, and you see how the spirit moves. The spirit was getting on how these little kids going to get killed too. A lot of them prayers we're going to see up in curses. You're going to have she-bears that can come out from nowhere. It's 2 big old giant grizzly bears that come and just maul people. Because during the times of war, you're going to have all types of things that's going to happen get released. Creatures going to come out. There's nobody going to be there to operate the zoos. So what's going to happen? You're going to have lions roaming these streets, giant king cobras and crazy stuff, animals you ain't never seen before.
Because hey, the scriptures say the Most High said I made new unknown beasts. You know, so you're gonna have all types of beasts that's gonna come out of here, man. Like when the scriptures even go into basically when they try to go down into the earth, it said they're not to command serpents of life. Because hey, it's gonna come a time that when that spirit realm open up, you're gonna have like literally apparitions walking the earth. Here, hey, Kansas City Zoo is not even 5,000 here. What happens when these animals get unleashed out here, dead bodies? They're gonna smell the blood and they're gonna come to the cities, man. Because you're not supposed to contain animals in a damn zoo. They got their own habitat that they're supposed to run around and do what they gotta do. You're not supposed to put up monkeys or a damn lion behind a cage. That's not even the scripture.
That's what you people gotta be careful with too. When you come up here scoffing and mocking the prophets, that's a serious thing. Because the Lord gives the power to the prophets to send a curse like that for bears to come out and tear up 42 kids. But you people come up here and think it's a game to come up here and degrade us, slander us, and do all types of wickedness like the dude we had put curses on down the street. That may happen to that guy.
Well, I got a piece. No, this is the book of Ezekiel 24, and I'm going to start at 20. It says, Then I said unto them, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Speak unto the house of Israel. Thus says the Lord Yahweh. For behold, I will profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, and the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pitieth. and your sons and your daughters whom ye left shall fall by the sword. People gonna be falling your kids, man, like the Lord does not exempt. He does not exempt kids, man. Because the scriptures say mistress women should bring forth monsters. So when kids get put to death, like according to the book of Job, whoever perished being innocent, nobody. So when kids die, it's because they had a judgment. Whether it was from their past life, because they was wicked, they mocked the prophets, or whatever. They was disobedient to their parents, regardless. People are too damn emotional in America, man. And a lot of these little nigga kids out here are very disrespectful. They're very disrespectful, man. Because the parents don't kick their ass.
You know what you just said? You just said a great point. That proves reincarnation too, because like you said, whoever appears being innocent, like a little infant baby, it ain't live to do nothing. Right. You know what I mean? So that really proves
That whole culture of discipline has totally disappeared from the so-called blacks in the country, because back in the day, they always tell you stories like if you do something wrong, the whole neighborhood's gonna whip your ass. So they was actually accustomed to putting discipline on children, and now look what happened. Now you got nothing but complete demons among our children, especially from the quote-unquote millennials. They gone, man. That's why the Lord, he set this thing up. He had that happen for a reason, because the great judgment is going to be justified. You see, because the Lord wouldn't be justified if it was actually a righteous people on earth. Then he couldn't make this heavy judgment about the race. The Lord made the people wicked and destitute of children, so now he can make his power be made known.
They worship Esau more than because Esau take the kids from him. He say, protect the little motherfucker. He's going to listen to you. You're supposed to let him take the motherfucker.
That's another thing too.
But that's too hard.
Well, Jake did the same thing. What happened?
That's funny.
What happened when your kid is but that proves it. To prove you right, what did Jake do to their kids, man, when they like teenagers? They don't want to listen to them. What they say? I will get the hell out of my house. It's the same damn thing.
Oh yeah, they what you call get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Very big word. Yeah. 1 minute con. Well, I want to bring out this last scripture real quick, man. This is the book of Job 8.
No, you're good. No, I already let it go.
This is the book of Job 8 and 4. Here you go. It says here, if thy children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away from their matter of fact, it says 3, does the Most High pervert judgment, or does the Almighty pervert justice? No, because the Most High is righteous in his judgment. And it says here, and if the children have sinned against him, and he had cast them away for their transgressions, which is talking about Israelites, but it says, and if thou wouldest seek God betimes and made thou supplications to the Almighty, and if thou were pure and upright, surely now he would take for thee and will make the habitations of the righteous prosperous. But though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase. Before I inquired, I prayed thee of former age. That's not the one I'm looking for. Man, it's 4 and 8. It's a lot, brothers. That was a good scripture. That was good. Yep, Job 4 and 8 here, it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous ever cut off? There you go, man. So anyway, with that, we're going to close out with all praises and glory, honor to Yahweh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, boys in the gospel of God, lifting up the standing of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai. With that, shalom.
Shalom.